Welcome to the Piz podcast. I'm your host Pittman, aka Puno Envy. Um, it's been a while. I forgot to tell you boys before we start. Oh, I have to introduce you boys first. Jeez, I told you I was a bit sloppy, but we got James here. We got James.
Hello, everybody. I'm
Yeah.
Fathead Brown.
No, God, you want to plug in your Twitch now? I'll do it, mate. Shut up. Nah. We also got Khan. So I'm glad I got you boys together because I don't think. When was the last time I got you boys together? I think it was like the very first podcast. I'm pretty sure.
The time we went to
It wasn't the gay quiet episode.
the
That was
mall.
with Chili. Oh yeah, but yeah, you know what I meant. But we're gonna talk about that as well. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about that. But nah, the podcast 23 was supposed to be intended just for me to do like a recap by myself. But I was like, you know what? I recorded an hour and a half for nothing, so I throw in the bin and I make sure I got boys to do it this time. So with you guys, so I think it was more sensible to get you guys instead of doing it by myself. So yeah.
Well, thank
Nice.
But how you boys doing? How's everything in life?
My back hurts.
general.
you. Man, my toilet got clogged up today.
Your toilet got clogged up?
Yeah,
Take me fat shits, cunt.
it wasn't really
Jesus.
that. It was just usually, you do the number two and then you flush and then you wipe.
Yeah, but how much
But
toilet paper
I
did you
forgot to
use?
flush.
Then wipe?
No, listen, because if you do it both at the same time, then you're gonna have some issues with the clogging. You know what I mean? You got to take your time with it. You can't rush it. Because here's the thing: I knew guys in high school. I'm not gonna drop any names because they're.
Say them backwards. Say them backwards.
Oh man, if I say it backwards, you're gonna know. 'Cause it's the only kid with the letter V in his last name.
Oh, never mind.
So, so, so yeah, me and this guy were talking like at lunch or something, and then he's like, "Hold on, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back." And I said, "Oh, how long, mate?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna probably like 10 minutes. I'm gonna take a number two." And straight away, I'm like, "10 minutes, bro? You need a minimum 45 minutes to have a clean time in there. You don't want to rush that stuff."
Yeah, but how the fuck do you clog a toilet? The only way you can clog a toilet is if the toilet is fucked itself, or use so much toilet paper where it requires you to fucking not fist the fucking toilet, but to push the shit inside. But I don't know why we're talking about this, but yeah, that's good that you let us know that you did that. But that's also talk about as well, James, as well. I think a lot has changed since the last
What?
podcast. How I think the official podcast with three of us were in the same one was. I think it was the first one. I'm pretty sure. The first couple ones. It was
Like just us?
it was Chili, you, me, Khan and I, and it was with the other dudes and stuff. Yeah, it was like the first 5 podcasts, like officially together compared to what it is. I mean, sorry. I will talk about it in a sec. But what about you, James? What have you been up to?
I'm working as a brick cutter now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to
okay.
highlight and stuff. So how's that going? Basically, well for you.
It's alright. I can't complain. Like it's not
So
hard.
you
like,
officially got your
it's-
first paycheck yet?
Yeah.
So how was that?
It last for I got $800.
Jesus.
It
Gonna
feels
cha-chang.
good. It feels good to see you've been paid whatever by fucking your job, and then you're just like, yeah,
Especially the hard
feels
work
good.
that you've done as well. It kind of makes up for all the back pains and all that shit,
Yeah, well, I haven't had back pain all week, but today it just came out of nowhere.
So,
And I'm just laying down, just in pain.
so how's brick cutting in general? Like, did you expect it
It's-
to be a lot worse than what you could imagine?
I sort of expected it to be a lot worse.
Because it's hard,
quite
it's
fucking
manual
easy.
labor
It's just
in a way.
just-
I think.
It's just very repetitive. Like you pick up a brick, you cut the brick, you stack it. You pick up a brick, you cut the brick, you stack it. And it's just
Mm,
it's very repetitive. But I feel like that's what most jobs are.
yeah. So at least you're getting the cheese there. 800 every week, right? Every week. Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
about that.
damn. Are you getting closer for the PC or? I mean, obviously you gotta take care of yourself and whatever the shit that you have to pay and stuff. But slowly you can get the PC and stuff. You'd have to wait for Zachary to get his PC. Oh, are you still waiting for that, or would
No,
you?
I asked him last week. I said, dude, I'll pay you, like, because I was originally gonna pay him like 150. But I was like, I'll pay you more now, and he didn't reply to it. But I don't know if that's him saying that he's not fucking down for the deal anymore, or if he was just too tired to respond.
Jesus, and you're paying for. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Nah, but you'll be able to get your PC soon, so that'll be something to look forward to.
Okay.
But also, Khan, I know you just talked about your shitty, toilet and stuff. What has been going on recently? Before we get into it, like just anything really in general for this.
I've regained feeling in my left leg, specifically my left foot.
What happened to your left leg?
So, I've been doing a little bit of carpenting, right? Like as an apprentice,
Yeah.
just here and there. And there was this log. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm an agile guy. I know my surroundings well. But one time I didn't, and this log just destroyed my leg. I was a bit clumsy, so I felt the pain, and there was people around me, so I was just biting my tongue the whole time, just like, don't say anything, right? Don't like scream or nothing. And I waited until the end of the day, until I was alone, and then I rolled up my pants sleeves just to see the damage. And it wasn't that bad. And then I thought, oh great, it's probably internal damage. You know what? Like the inside
the
stuff.
inside.
The stuff you can't fix up yourself.
So what about on the outside? Did it feel a bit like
outside
purple
was nothing,
or nothing?
like,
just normal.
just like a cut and bruise.
Just a hairy Turkish leg.
Yeah, pretty
leg.
much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So.
And then
what was the extent of the damage? What was?
I woke up the next day and
Yeah.
I literally couldn't feel anything from my left foot. Like I could still move it and stuff, but like I just didn't feel anything. So, and then a week goes by and it's feeling pretty good now. Sometimes the toes get a little numb, but for the most part, it's okay.
So is this still ongoing pain? Like, do you still?
It's not really pain. It's just
like sometimes you just lose feeling to your feet. Your
yeah,
foot,
but it's
sorry.
getting better.
That's getting better. Right? It's good.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
I know
glad.
it's
That's why I'm
gonna
glad. I was about to say, like, if it's getting, it's still the same thing, and you're feeling numb while work, you might want to go to your local doctor just in case.
Yeah.
But yeah, James, I wonder if that's gonna happen to your back because of your old age and stuff, because of your longevity and stuff.
Well, I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
fucking
get your
lose
back
all
blown
feeling in
out,
my
or
back.
not in that way, but as in work. sorry, that was the wrong analogy. You know what I mean? You
Please.
know what I mean?
People are gonna watch this. I don't want to I don't want to hear about that.
Never you. I'm sorry. Okay, well, at least that kind of we talked about what been happening recently. But yeah, nothing much recently. Just getting shit together
What has been
for
happening
class.
with you?
Oh no, I've just been
Well,
trying
you
to.
started it.
Oh, so in a month's time, in 1 month, I should be doing nursing into a nursing course. So my auntie is trying to help me get into a course for nursing, and I'm not sure if I'm prepared for it, but I'm ready to take that route. So yeah,
Good luck, man.
just been trying to enjoy life, But yeah, I'm ready to get ready and actually get into it because last year was pretty shitty for all of us. But that, as we go into it, as we talked about that just then, what were some of the positives and negatives of last year, would you say, boys? Because I know I was supposed to do a recap on last year and shit, obviously, but I want to hear from you boys, like, what are some of the, let's start off with let's get all the fucking bad shit out of the way. Let's start off with the negatives. What's some of the negatives of last year, Obviously, the elephant in the room, coronavirus. But for you boys, individually as people, what were some of the negatives for you guys in the year of 2020?
Negatives. Honestly, looking back, I only remember the positive stuff.
Yeah, of course. You don't have to say if it's anything like that. I mean, it's kind of bad starting off with the negatives, obviously, but just anything that, despite COVID and shit, like just say like something that you weren't happy about or anything like that.
Honestly, I really don't remember any of the bad stuff, and I'm so glad.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's a good way that
I don't really have much
the
to say.
positives have taken over the negatives and stuff. Yeah.
I think the worst part about last year is that like a lot of us were sort of just like, yeah, 2020 is gonna be the year, and then like as you said, COVID happened, and then like all of us just had to stay home. A lot of things got cancelled. Like for a good, not a good majority, a good while, you couldn't fucking go out and see your friends.
Yeah, that was probably one of the most scariest things I would say. I didn't think I would ever be put on this earth to actually worry about shit like this, you know. But it was just fucking scary.
It was weird because like I remember a few years ago, because I remember I was looking at like the Black Plague in fucking school and shit. And I was just
yeah.
There's literally no way this could ever happen again.
Yeah, exactly.
Knowing our society, but then like a few years later, it was just like
it just got out of hand and shit. I thought 2020 would be when all the boys that graduated in 2019, our years will be ready and settled. We got all the classes and shit and jobs. I lost my job because of COVID at the start. It was just, I don't know, it was just a fucking mess the whole of last year. But it gave us a lot of time to think as people, and I think some of it was positive because you know, we get to have some time to ourselves to think about who we are as individuals. It made me think about friendships and stuff in a different way and how to approach it and stuff. But yeah, it wasn't the best year, but there's a lot of positives that came out of it because, you know, making new friends online. And you, Jim, you started streaming last year, didn't you? For the first time.
Yeah.
So how was that for you? Instead of doing YouTube and shit, streaming to a live audience.
So streaming, I put it this way, I like streaming a lot better than making videos, but I feel like the only reason I don't like making videos is because, what do you call it? Is because all I have to edit on is Chef Factory.
Yeah. Never
Chef
fun to
Factory
do
on
that.
PS4 is, for those of you who haven't used it, don't ever use it unless you have to. But yeah, it's not fun doing that for editing wise. But streaming's much more easier, and I feel like I can do streams because I can actually fucking like talk to people. So if I ever wanted to like record a solo game and upload it to YouTube, I'm always shit with doing that because I'm just like, I'm always quiet. Like if you watch any of the fucking videos that I've uploaded where it's just me playing a game by myself, so shit.
Yeah.
You're just like, what is this guy fucking on about? But I can do fucking solo streams because people are fucking talking and I'm...
Yeah, I think you're more yourself when you're around everyone else in a live at that moment, you know, when you're live streaming and stuff, compared to, you know, editing and recording shit.
Like, unless you have like a real sort of charisma, if you get what I mean, like about streaming solo, then
yeah,
then it's good. But if you just like walk around and be like just nervous, like I sound nervous in a lot of the fucking solo videos I do. Oh my fucking! I'd hate to complain about this and sound so old, but my back is killing me. So if you ever hear me groan, I'm not doing anything weird. It's just some fucking shit.
Yeah, nah, just your back's blowed out.
Yeah.
Nah, it's old. Nah. Happens when doing labor and stuff. Nah, but I think I don't know. It was. I was very happy to see you feel more comfortable because it seems like, I don't know if it wasn't peer pressure for me, because I always want to influence my friends to make their content and be more creative, and everyone that I know that have YouTube channels are way more fucking better than I am. The only reason why I can do it is because I know sometimes I can commentate off of it. This shit I can't edit. James, you use Share Factory. I can put time and effort to edit, but I don't, because one, I don't want to learn because I just don't want to. But two, you whoop my ass in fucking Share Factory edits than my shitty edits back then when I fucking Windows Movie Maker. But
now fucking long I'd sit up. There was so many nights where I'd edit a video. Like half of my videos I almost didn't upload because I'd be editing a video. Share Factory would crash. 2 hours of fucking things gone.
Oh, that'd be terrible. Because I just could imagine editing shit with a PlayStation controller does not feel well compared to a mouse and keyboard. So I think once you get your editing shit for PC, you'll be set. But same goes with Khan. I mean, during when you had that phase of the Last of Us shit, and we found the new one as well during COVID last year, you had your second Last of Us channel. I mean, was it something for you to like do as a pastime or something that you wanted to do? But like,
It was
why
just something
did
to
you
keep
like
myself.
why did you like to make videos in a sense? Like, obviously you're a very fucking talented Last of Us player, but why did you do it in a sense?
I did it because, well, a long time ago when I first got into Last of Us, there was this one YouTuber called Sancho West.
Okay, I remember.
Now I
him,
don't
yeah.
know what he does right now, but
He was a
the
pretty
last-
small YouTube channel, but he always had like a cult following with him. That's why everyone in the Last of Us community remembered him back in the
yeah,
day.
yeah. I still remember. I think he's on. Well, who knows how many subscribers he has now? But I remember where he would be at around 10,000 to 25,000. That's when I would like watch his videos, and he would upload Last of Us videos as well. And I kept thinking, man, this guy's pretty good, but I think I can be even better.
That's it's
Presentation wise, he was always better, but the performance in the game itself, I feel like I got the upper hand in that.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's saying like someone that can edit well but doesn't have like a good personality in a way. Is you know what I mean? It's a bit like that in a sense. Like he might have all the good editing skills, but he's not good at the game himself, and it looks terrible the way he plays. And you, as someone who doesn't have the assets to like have all these editing shit, and you only have what iMovie was it? But you were a
Yeah,
hell
I
of a
got
good
iMovie.
you were a hell of a good fucking you were a hell of a good fucking player. So
Yeah.
that kind of balances it out in a way. Compared to the other YouTuber, but
Well, Sancho West, he always had good personality.
okay, so
He
there you go.
wasn't the
Okay.
only guy uploading videos, but he was the only one that people would watch because of his personality as well.
Yeah.
So I don't want it to make it sound like, oh, the guy's just, just a regular face cam YouTuber. You know what I mean?
Jeez, yeah. No, it was good to upload a lot of stuff last year because I mean it made me forget about certain things because the reason why I didn't do much podcast during the time it was just I was carried away about having too much fun and it took a lot of time to organize it because I kind of wanted to go outside from my friends group. I kind of wanted to do more stuff about myself. Getting people that knew my brother and stuff, and I kind of want to take it a little bit more seriously in a sense. But nah, last year was interesting. I would say, as bad as it was, in terms of like everything being shut down and stuff, it was like probably one of the best years because I met a lot of people. And same goes for you, James, with how you met a lot of people because of streaming and you playing games with Jay. You get to meet his friends and stuff. So that was good for you, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I'm butting in about this conversation now, because we're talking about having good personalities with fucking like YouTube and shit. I reckon a good personality is probably the best thing to have when you.
Yeah.
Because if you're like a downright fucking asshole, I don't think you're gonna get far. But like, it's weird to me that a lot of people like that do get far. Like you see, like a lot of people have like fucking hundreds and thousands of fucking subscribers, but they're just really just like negative and like.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, 'cause that's how I say like how I describe your content, James. It's like for me and
It's
you,
negative.
like for me and you, James, we don't have face cams, right? And we just commentate and have the personality, but at the same time, we like. Wait, what was I saying again? Yeah, we don't really like have that much assets and like equipment in terms of making it look interesting and all fancy and shit. Like we just go straight with gameplay and then commentary and say some funny shit. But would you want to start doing face cam and stuff? Because I'm thinking about doing it as well.
I will when I get a PC.
Because I think that kind of switches it up a bit. Because people like to see a face to the voice, and
Yeah.
I've
done face cam before.
I mean, Jay's done it with you before in the back. I remember that.
Me and Jay played Mario Odyssey together, and we did face cam.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
So I've done face cam quite a bit. So it's not as if people from my stream don't know what I look like. But yeah, like I'll be down to do it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just,
a hard person to find after like 50 James Browns in Australia. It's gonna be a bit
I
hard.
don't want to fuck. No, you don't understand. I went to EB Games the other day.
Yeah.
And to buy a new controller. And
Oh jeez.
And she was like, "Do you have a fucking EB Games membership?" I said, "I think I do." She was like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Oh, James Brown." And she's like, "Okay, there's like 200 James Browns." So I was like, just don't worry about it. I don't.
You don't even tell them the email. You're like, you know, fuck it, don't worry about it. That never.
Like, don't worry about it. If there's 200 of them, I don't.
Don't. And then the fucking emails are like James Brown, and there's like 10,000 of them. Jesus Christ,
Nah,
James.
because I was
That's
fucking.
that's smart though.
I forget which fucking email I used, so like I didn't even know what email I had. I'm pretty sure it's when I had all my old shit, so it was like old email, old fucking phone number, so it's just
God, thank God there's only like 3 Matt Pittmans in the EB Games thing. I was like, yeah, that's my email and stuff, so thank goodness. And I could imagine like for Khan as well. I don't think there's that many Khans in Australia.
No, there's no one.
There's probably maybe like a Khan, but not, you know, your last name, you know? So
Well, I haven't even met one.
or the correct spelling, the correct spelling. Like your spelling. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Is that correct spelling, Khan, your name? Or is it Kahn?
That's the popular version, but my way isn't that way.
Yeah.
No H.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're a real true blue Khan. But
yeah,
but
I
back
was gonna
to
like the other ones.
I'm not like other cons.
but going towards last year, in terms of friendships, Khan, I would say, since I mean, it was bad timing for you as well, considering that you went to university and
Yeah.
you were on campus during COVID. And in terms
Uh-huh.
of like friendships, it's like it was good to see you make new friends and stuff compared to, you know, from our school and stuff. But how were the friendships, would you say? Or how did you take friendships for yourself, like for you as a person? I've kind of explained this in a bad way. But how for you as a person, how do you see friendships now?
For me,
from what
friendships
you
now-
learned last year, from all the experiences
Yeah.
from last year, what have you learned?
A friendship to me is someone you can trust 100%. I'm sure there's a few other keywords you could say, but for the most part, it's just trust on, you know, on the highest of levels, just 100% all around, you know. And of course, helping each other out, not expecting anything back. That's also a big show of who's like how someone's character is, you know. Like you're helping someone, not expecting a reward in return. But I made 3 really good friends in Wollongong. You know, I got along with a few people, but I only made 3 really good friends. And one of them actually, I met them one time, and we had this like amazing conversation. We made each other laugh the whole night, and it was tremendous, right?
These
And-
friends are in love.
Relax, James, mate. If you're the last person, I should be talking about this shit, all right?
Whoa! Whoa!
Nah, bro. I just had to say that because you came at me first, right? So I just had to put up the flag just to be like,
We're getting deep.
look, I was just gonna say, like, you know,
Holy
I
shit.
made some good friends somewhere else. Anyway, moving on, mate. Moving on. Next question.
Called him mouthful, mate. You called him with a mouthful.
Oh,
Yeah, what are you saying, Khan? Continue.
I mean, dinner, almost joked.
What are you eating, James? Before we go back to Khan, what are you
Oh,
eating?
yeah, go. Oh, I'm eating dinner.
Yeah, but what are you eating? I know you're eating dinner.
Corn, hot chips and sausages.
Oh, cheeky. All right, Khan. What are you going on about? So you met 3 people, really
Yeah.
good people, but with this one that you had a good conversation with, commends.
Because it
What's
was so
going
quickly. Usually with friendships, it takes me so long to get along with the person.
on?
Like it would take me 3 months to consider someone.
But this one was instant, right? Like you had the conversation and everything.
It was instantly. It was as if we already knew each other for the past 10 years. It was so instant. We both lived the exact same life in high school. We shared the same stories and we related to everything the other person said. And it was just, you know, a unique moment.
Mm.
So yeah.
So like the
Doesn't
conversations
happen
were
too
so
often.
fluid and stuff, and so this was just a one-time thing. So it was like, all right, we had this conversation, that's it. Like, or
And
did
then after the conversation, it was like, you know, we were friends forever, you know?
you-
In
Mm.
fact, they've got a birthday coming up,
So that
and
was
they're going on
the
this
thing you're
camp.
planning. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like 3 hours into Australia, like the parts where no one goes.
Oh,
And that's
oh,
gonna be interesting making that drive.
oh,
Town?
Jesus.
No, not, funny, yeah.
What? So you going to like butt fuck nowhere? Jeez, like this is like some Wolf Creek shit. Like,
Oh, this is some Green River Killer stuff, right? This
yeah.
is some,
So
yeah.
I'm not gonna ask the exact, like, if you don't mind. What's the exact location of the place? Like, not like the actual place, but like what, like
What,
the area,
coordinates
the
or-
coordinates. Map it out for me. Latitude, longitude. But
Nah,
like,
it's
what
just,
place is it? Like just so it's a camp place. So
it's just a regular like open field. The guy owns a whole bunch of land.
okay, so it's not
And
like you're trespassing. It's like an own place that you guys have. Well, they
Yeah.
booked. Okay. Yeah.
now him and his family, they own like a whole bunch of land, and they're just using it, so it's good.
Mm.
From where we are, it's probably just west 3 hours. That's it.
But what do you
So-
like? How are you gonna feel about not having any Wi-Fi or anything like that?
That'll be fine, bro. I went to Turkey for 3 months. You think
Can't-
I
can't
think
go
one
That's
night.
very good.
Good every 5 months.
Oh, fuck! It was like that one time where he legit left fucking Australia. We didn't hear from him for like 2 months. It was so scary. It was so scary. We were all theorizing, like, oh, did he join the Turkish army or some shit, or did he get murdered? But eventually, we got back to him. But we were all scared. But, I think it'll be it'll be fresh air. Deep breath of fresh air. No Wi-Fi. Just you and your mates and stuff. But I'm just saying, just be careful, because once your phone's off and you
Oh, mate.
disappear, you're gone, mate. You're Houdini, mate. So
It's so easy to go missing. Did you know?
Oh.
Well, I don't even know if this is a 100% fact, but most people that go missing when the FBI people, they go to search the crime scene or whatever, they realize the person's phone was always out of battery. So I'm just saying, I'm gonna keep my battery at 100%. I'm not even gonna mess around with that. Oh, save power at 20%. No, I'm keeping it at 100 the whole time.
yeah, see, that's
No one's
fair.
going missing. No one's gonna end up on the back of a milk carton. You know what I mean? Like no one's going missing.
Yeah, nah, just keep that in consideration, because I overthink shit like that, and I've always seen, like, in worst case scenarios, that people that usually get found, dead, usually, yeah, as what you said, don't have their phone with enough battery, or they just don't have Wi-Fi, so they can't
Yeah.
call the police or anything. But no, it'll be good. So when are you going? Because I know it's tomorrow.
Saturday.
Saturday,
I'll
so
be
you-
leaving
So
Saturday,
you're heading from your place to this place Saturday,
directly there.
and you say that how long does it take to get there?
I'd say 3 hours.
3
Plus,
hours.
I'm on my not green peas, red peas, which means the fastest I can go is 90. And most of the roads I'll be taking is like 120. So everyone's gonna
Yes.
be passing me like a NASCAR driver.
You don't mind long drives? Like, you just put on
Nah, I don't
you turn
mind
on the
them at all,
radio and
nah.
music and stuff, and just drive and just think. I mean, it's a good time for you to think, but as long as you don't pull a Ryan Real Baldo and fall asleep on the wheel for like 2 seconds.
Oh man,
Remember-
there's
remember we told
moments
him that.
where I'll
Told
be
us that.
driving.
Yeah.
And then for 10 minutes, I'll just like wake up to myself and be like, "Oh no, it's been 10 minutes since I've looked out the front windshield." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like I've just been looking everywhere else except the front.
Yeah.
For 10 minutes.
But I would say what other highlights as well. If you got any Jim or Khan, just shout them out. But just for me, I don't know. I would say like the first time I fully streamed on YouTube was playing Last of Us 2. I think, despite all the backlash and shit, that was probably one of the best experiences I've had in a while. In terms of like playing a game that was just recently came out, people actually watched my stream, which was surprising, because back then when I tried to stream or attempted to stream, it was like fucking one or two of my friends, but people legitimately actually watched the Last of Us 2 content shit. But I think that was an experience as well, despite it having all the backlash. I think the game in general, Khan, I would say, because you've played it, it's something that you kind of remember for the rest of your life, in a sense, because you played Last of Us 2 a handful of times, and that shit sticks with your head and stuff.
Yeah.
But I would say, yeah, that's another one of I would say positive highlights, because I've never done shit like that before. Like 4 days straight I streamed Last of Us 2, so I guess that was pretty cool. but despite that shit, like I think me as a person has been a little bit more, has gotten more mature, and I've kind of like, I don't know if Jim, if you've done this, because I know you graduated 2018, if I'm correct. For you at your age, I'm not making you sound like an old cunt. No offense, but for you with friendships, I'm gonna ask you this. Like for me, recently, I've removed and deleted certain people from school, and people that I know I wouldn't be willing to make a friendship back again, or just any hoo ha shit. You know what I mean, like that, James. Like just say like people that you were acquainted. It's hard to explain. Like just like
You were
people
friendly with them.
like we were friendly with them. Like you see, like some of the people that I knew, you knew because you went to my school, obviously. But I just deleted them off everything. Like I've legit, because you got some of those people on Facebook that have like, oh, I wonder why they have 1.2k friends on fucking Facebook. Because 95% of them, they don't fucking know who they are. They're just friends of friends. So for me, I was like, all right, I'll take a couple of hours. I legit removed all these fucking random people and some people that I knew from school. I was like, I'm not gonna talk to them or anything, and like I'm ready to move on, and I kind of want to forget some people from my previous school. But I mean, Khan, you've only recently popped up in the social media scene. Don't make you sound like an old fella or a boomer as well. But you didn't have to worry about that. I'm glad you weren't really subjected into social media since you're 7. But for you, Jim, did you have to do anything like that? I would say after graduating or anything like that, or you just you're free like a bird.
There were people I talked to. I didn't delete them per se. I just stopped talking.
Just like stop talking to them and just remove them, because I don't know. I felt like I need to. It's another for me to grow as an individual.
See, the weird thing for me was, right after I finished school, actually right before I finished school, I was actually talking to more people. But then school finished, and then I was like, I just didn't feel like talking to, like, even though I was like making a connection with more people, I was just like, I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah.
Friendships are a weird thing when you get. Make myself sound old.
I knew this was gonna happen.
when you
Sorry,
get,
Jim.
When you get older, friendships get a lot weirder in the sense that some people think when you're this age, you have to hang out with your friends like 24/7, otherwise you will stop talking. But it's just like that's definitely not the case.
Yeah.
Because I can go without seeing friends for like a year even, and I'll still be close with them.
Yeah.
When I see them again, so it's just
because that love is still there, but people do their own shit in a sense.
Like, I don't see Pasquale that much, but every time I see Pasquale, it's very nice to see. Like, I'm not just like, oh, you haven't hung out with me in fucking 5 months.
Like compared to as when you see Edison and all the other boys, yeah.
Like I see them fucking every weekend. So seeing them isn't what do you call it? A rare thing. Seeing them isn't a rare thing. But seeing Pasquale is very I don't see him very much, but every time I see him it's quite good.
Yeah, kind of like gives you nostalgic feels in a sense of back then. Would you say like when you played PlayStation and shit, or school? Maybe nah.
I'd say not nostalgia. It's very very good to see something. That's why, like whenever I don't remember where we were, but I hadn't seen Yasmin in a long time. Someone was FaceTiming Yasmin, and like
probably Pasquale, wasn't it, when he was at Perth or some shit? I don't know.
No, I think it was Pasquale on like last year's New Year's. He FaceTimed Yasmin so everyone could say hello. Like, Yasmin, you fucking sick cunt. Because I was very drunk. But yeah, I'd say it's better seeing someone after a period of time than seeing someone ever. Not that makes it sound a bit rude, but it's like I feel like it's better to see someone after a long period of time than to see everyone every weekend.
Jesus.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like you pretty much had to like see these people at school like every fucking day, in a sense as well.
Yeah.
So like it was pretty good to, I won't say take a break, but it's like just make time pass and then just out of nowhere, I remember you and stuff. But yeah, do you know what I mean by that, Khan? Like, do you feel the same as well? Like, because I know like we were pretty close with like, who can I use for example? Like, just say if you saw George Kachichian, right, Khan, and you're not really like, you don't see him every day. I mean, obviously you don't see me every day and the other boys, but we used to be like, I would say, would it be fair to say that we're close with him? Like we played games and we always talked together every day. But yeah, I haven't seen that kid in Yonks. It's been a long time since I've seen George.
Yeah. Well, George and I, we will always be cool with each other. We just had such a fun time during high school because we did the same class. We did graphics, right? And we just had the funniest times in there. Just yeah, we just had a lot of jokes. And yeah, a lot of people said throughout high school that he constantly started changing personality wise.
I mean,
I never noticed that.
in a sense, I would say
But
he
to me,
did.
he's the exact same guy.
Because if
he's the
you
exact
like,
same.
because all that fucked up shit he did in hospitality when he made all those dumb noises and he threw shit
tremendous,
everywhere.
Tremendous.
From like when you talked to him recently, because during last year, I think I played FIFA with him or some shit, but I actually talked to him. He seems like he's well more matured now compared to what he was.
Oh, dude, you can't get
because if you confront
him in high school.
Yeah, because if you can confront him or Stefano about what those cunts did, throwing shit around in the hospitality rooms, go bloody so loud the fucking classes can hear him and shit like that. From now, confronting them and saying like, "You remember that time what you guys did in hospitality?" Yeah, like they seem like they're embarrassed and shit, like it wasn't a normal thing for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we all see that with people. I mean, like the same goes with like Ninyasha and stuff. It's like, okay, he was like a pretty close friend. Like I've been in a lot of classes with him, but I haven't seen him since we graduated. So, I mean, you never forget the person, but people just do their thing.
I still remember Nasha. He was he was good. He was good too. He was good to me.
Yeah, he was a good kid. What do you say, Jim?
I'll just say most people look back at high school very embarrassed, no matter like what they did, unless they sort of kept to themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't like, because a lot of people just like in high school they're just, there's people that just try so hard to be cool.
Yeah, we know
It's
that.
just like, I'm gonna yell penis. How funny will this be? And then they did that like every single class.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like everyone who was trying so hard to be cool in high school really just looks back on it and regrets it, because after high school, because high school is a very just like a people try to be top dog sort of situation.
Yeah, I think people
and then they
grow out of
they
it.
get into the world, and then they're just like, some people grow out of it, but there are people that just don't, and then they basically
Bless you.
they just basically fucking just, the whole world crumbles around them because they realize they can't just bash people to fucking get to the top position.
Exactly, and they kind of like feel or what they did to others, and now they feel what they've done to them. And yeah, I would say that people look at themselves after school, because I definitely like look back and like, could I have done better things to certain people? I mean, I admit, like in my younger years in high school, I was a sheep. I wasn't a shepherd. I wasn't. I was just a follower. I just tried to be cool, and I tried to act like I didn't realize that. I know I'm joking when I make jokes to people. I didn't realize sometimes it's like they might think it's. I mean, you could say a sense of bullying and stuff like that. But my intent was never to, to make someone feel hurt because of my jokes. But end of the day, yeah. What?
Sort of why I stopped being so like edgy with saying like, look, with slurs, right? For example, the fucking N word. I don't say the N word anymore because
You sure?
one, no, I don't.
Okay. Yeah. I know
don't
Khan
say it
doesn't.
'cause
Yeah.
I realized.
No, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, Jim. Sorry.
I don't say it because it's just
Oh.
sort of an ugly word to me now. You know what I mean?
I would say like, I mean, a couple of people in my group say it, but in a sense like, as long as it's not used in a
Like,
way that
if
like,
you want to say it,
yeah.
say it. Like, I don't.
yeah, but like, as long as you don't say it to someone who is black, or just say it like it's someone, if it's part of your vocabulary, and say, "Oh, shut up, N word," to someone, one of your white friends or anything, like that should be part of your vocabulary. I mean, eventually you can make like a cheeky joke, and might say it, but end of the day, like I think a lot of people did say it at school. I could imagine, but
I used to say it so fucking much. It was so.
yeah, but I'll never say it in a way to hurt someone. Yeah, I wouldn't say that to like, for example, Leroy Nash. Like if I said that, one, I would get bashed up. I would get fucking beat, and I'll cop it because I deserved it. But I'll never do that. I'll never do that. But I know Khan.
Now, don't you, Matthew?
Huh? Sorry?
You have a black friend now, don't you?
I've always had black. No, so we had the two at school, and then recently, with our group, we have Tilda. I mean, you've been in the call with her. She's loud, crazy bitch. No, I'm just kidding. She's loud, but we never use the M word. But she says it herself, and sometimes some of the guys make a joke about it, and she doesn't care. And we have a guy who's half black and half white, and he says it, and he says like, "All right, you can." Oh, sorry.
I said that was Edison.
Oh, that was. Was it?
But it's not. No, I'm joking.
Oh. Edison. Wait, why did you mention Edison? I'm a little bit slow on the head. Oh, he's eating his corn.
Half white, half.
Oh yeah, because I know Edison's got a little bit of different mixes in it, but I forgot.
Say it like that.
What?
Wait, yeah, go on.
But we're talking about the N word, weren't we? I don't know. Wait, how do we get that? Oh yeah, with like
Tilda.
just oh yeah, Matilda, yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, we'll pass that. Okay, yeah. But well, how was I saying like the way I acted in my younger years? I can't look back and say like what could I have done better? Because now, I don't think you, James, you didn't regret the friends that you've made or ended off with, because for me, it's like the people who I'm with now are my closest friends. So I think. Well, Ryan, obviously Khan knows them, but like Ryan and all my groups now, you've seen who I've hung out with. Like I always love Khan. He's always gonna be one of my brothers. He nothing to do with him. He's fine. But Khan, some of the people who I've hung out with since year 7 to year 12, I've kind of realized that I fucked up. That they shouldn't be my friends, and now I don't even talk to any of them now.
Sure.
And people who I hang out with now, I should have been with them since year 7. So that kind of makes you think back in a sense that I could have changed something, or I could have been a better person, or I could have maybe, I mean, it would have made who I am today, but in a sense that, regretting that you might put other people down in a sense, because, sometimes, I can't say in a sense, but, because, Khan, when you say like a joke or something, to a person, how if we say something cheeky or something, say, "Oh, that guy probably stinks," for example, with Raph, it's like,
man, he spelled bad.
with Raphael, that kid, the sus one.
Yeah, of course.
It's a bit fucked for me calling him sus, but he's a bit sus, and sometimes when I talked to this with him before, I always I joke with him a lot because he's always looking at me funny, and I'm like, bro, can we just have a conversation without you looking like you're about to rob me or something? But he knows that, and we fuck around. We start to talk about basketball and shit. But he can't talk to me one-on-one. So I talked to him about this, like, because I kind of had to make amends with like certain people, like saying like, oh, if I ever hurt you in a certain way. But like we talked about it as well, like what happens if like my jokes, like those people don't think it's a joke. People think it's like insulting. Like for me back at that time, I wouldn't actually realize how they felt more than how I felt, in a way. Sure. But yeah, that was just a little bit of me, just for me to grow up until now, where I can actually I still can't fucking speak English properly, but I can realize the shit that I've done in high school, and actually realize that I could have done a lot more, but better shit. So that kind of helped, at a sense, last year. How we had a lot of time to think who we are as people, So yeah.
Tremendous.
Anything you boys want to say about that topic of last year? Because I can't really think about anything else. I would say.
I'll add on to your
Yeah, sorry, that was badly spoken. I can't speak. Everyone knows that.
No, good.
No.
I'll add on to your talking about like making jokes. I'm not sure whether people or not will take it good, because I do that all the time. Like I'll make like have you ever seen that show with the two really fat sisters?
Oh, what?
Do you want to?
There's this fucking TV show. It's called like the 2,000-pound sisters or whatever the fuck.
No, I've never heard of that shit
2,000.
before. What the hell, 2,000 pounds?
I don't think that's the exact number, but they're really fat. Anyway, look, point is they're really fat, right? And I'd be like, I was sitting in a fucking chat once, and I was just like, and they started talking about that show, and I made a joke about one of the sisters, and then someone out of nowhere was just like, wow, fat shaming, and I was like, there's fucking 5 other people here fat shaming, like, why are you fucking like I get that you can be upset, but it's just like, I hated that they fucking targeted me for that shit, but because I feel like Australians, right, we just joke about the most random shit, I feel like.
Yeah, we do. Could be fucking anything, and then we can make a joke out of it.
Yeah. So I don't like, I have a filter, but like I'm not. Oh, fuck, you know what I mean? I keep blanking at the moment.
Like, what do you mean by a filter? I mean, yourself having a filter for the... Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, what you say?
I won't joke about really fucked up shit. Like, I won't be like if a terrorist attack happened, a day later, I would not just be like, ha ha ha, people got killed.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would, unless the most extreme is the
like,
people.
unless they're really fucked up. People do.
Yeah,
like,
people do.
I won't sit here and say.
It's not like not a single soul fucking says jokes about that. I mean, you can imagine like... Oh, sorry to interject here, James. Remember the mosque shooting that happened.
Yeah.
The days later, the amount of fucking memes online for that... Khan, that's not funny, man. The meme...
I know what you're talking about,
bro, the memes that I saw from Discords of the mosque shooting, it is so fucked. Bro, they made a... Oh, I don't want to talk about it. I'm not going to tell about the edits, bro.
Stop laughing.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Because I know what Pimin's talking about. People in our school would show us the video, and it looked like some GoPro videos. Like, hey, check this out before we go to Matt's. Like, no, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to see that.
Because if you remember, James, there was... you know what, fuck it. Yeah, I'll tell you the thing. But there was an edit for the mosque shooting. And... have you watched the Black Ops 3 trailer? So there's a song. It's like a... I mean, you're pretty cultured with old music, but the Black Ops 3 trailer had an intro music to the trailer, and it's like for like Vietnam music. Fuck, I forgot what it was called. If I said it, you would know it.
Son?
I don't know. And they played the edit. They played the edit. And it was that song, and each time he killed a person in the mosque, and I was like, bro, it's only been like 3 fucking days. These cunts are right on it. These guys are right on it making fucking edits. Right, it can't. It's not funny. It's not funny. And bro, you can just see like, I'm surprised. I don't think I've seen one because you know the Link Cafe Sydney Siege thing. I've never seen an edit or anything, and thank God, because it's not a fucking joke, and it's the Khan.
It's just no, the way you're describing it, like the edits, the Black Ops 3 music, the trailers, the E3 reveal trailer.
Oh my god!
Like, and also, you know, you bring up the coffee shop one, And you know how some people, they have like New Year's resolutions, but they keep talking about how, oh, they're just so tempted and then they just go back to their old habits. And then I hear people, they're like, oh, I really want to stop drinking coffee. And I'm like, well, if this, this is the exact reason why you should stop drinking coffee in case something like this happens. If this isn't a good enough reason for you to stop drinking coffee, I don't know what is, mate.
Bro, it was
The
like
amount of people that switched over to tea after that day. I mean,
no, bro, because it was one in a fucking million, man. Like anything like that has never happened in Australia. Like that shouldn't have happened. And the outcome of the incident, it was like, bro. But I've never seen an edit on that shit compared to the Moss shooting as not funny, and rest in peace to the people that passed away during that scene. The amount of people on Discord, gradually as we get older, and the culture and stuff with like people on Discords, the amount of fucking memes.
Discord is fucking horrible.
It's fucking horrible, Jim. If you're a person that likes to discover new Discords and all that shit, you see the worst of fucking worst when it comes to certain things in life. Like people, I mean, obviously you see people make jokes about 9/11. You got like classic comedians. One of my favorites, Norm Macdonald. He makes fun of 9/11 a lot, but with people with like the Moss shooting and stuff, it's like even I couldn't handle it. Like people watching it I was like, bro, why? Like, cause I remember that day when it happened. Like, of course, it was a depressing incident for people in the Islamic community. Is that like, I was saying like, oh, if you watch the video and stuff, I think it was Mr. Plummer or some shit. It's like a sad thing this morning, and if you're, hope you're not passing around the video and shit. And I remember fucking recess. I'm not gonna name drop oh fuck it. Ben and all those girls were like watching the fucking thing. I was like, bro, did you hear what they just fucking said? I was like, I thought it's only the most fucked up people who would find the videos, but people can't sharing it around on Facebook. It was fucked.
Didn't Khan, I know this is gonna fucking make you laugh because it's so out of the blue. Wasn't there? Didn't he mention PewDiePie before he fucking got up?
Oh yeah, he did. I think this is. Oh, what did he say? Subscribe to PewDiePie. Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Yeah, he said subscribe to PewDiePie, and then fucking went to Moss and shot people.
It was so fucked.
And then people were just like, "Oh wow, PewDiePie."
Yeah, and he had to speak for himself to defend himself. It's like, okay, well, I didn't tell this guy to fucking say subscribe to PewDiePie while shooting up fucking Muslims. No, and PewDiePie got backlash for it, and that's what's fucked. And plus, it's Twitter, so you're not fucking surprised. Twitter is the worst social media fucking out there. But yeah, the amount of backlash he got for that was waves of fucking people saying, "Oh, PewDiePie, you influenced this guy to commit fucking genocide and shit." It was fucked. It was fucked.
I think we've gone backwards as a society because, like, you know how, like, obviously racism has been fucking, in every fucking like generation.
Yeah, and last year's been, that was pretty bad.
I feel like it's like, especially last year. Last year was like the worst.
They could have picked a worse time.
Because COVID fucking came and then everyone was just like, I'm not going near an Asian. It's like, why? They just because it came from fucking China doesn't mean fucking every Chinese personality. Fucking.
Yeah, you still see Asian Americans and just Asian people in general getting fucking bashed up for it.
Yeah, but now it's happening with fucking Indians apparently, but because India's fucking doing bad.
Yeah, see, I didn't get that either. It's like they didn't start the virus; they just have a large, poor community.
That's just been like, oh, I hate fucking all Americans now. You don't hear that.
Yeah, exactly. You don't hear that. But no, it just could have been a worse. It just couldn't be the worst timing as well, because obviously you had those people. Of course, we want to fight for Black Lives Matter and stuff, and even people in Australia started the Aboriginals' Lives Matter, obviously, and you got those people. Even me, it was like, okay, well, I want to fight for you guys, and I understand the pain that your community and generations have been through, but also we're trying to also help New South Wales and the whole Australia get better during COVID, because you've seen people went to these rallies without a mask.
Yeah,
and people,
I think that was the worst.
And that was the worst feeling, because, like, of course, if you protest that on Twitter, because I've seen people protest against that people who are going out for these protests are not with masks, and they're kind of not staying inside. I mean, of course, with the George Floyd shit, that was fucking horrible, and I'm glad the police officers in fucking jail. But at the same time, it's like you could have picked the worst time. The world's going under fucking zombie apocalypse, and you cunts are rioting and stuff. And even the people who are protesting for George Floyd, like even I could admit that as well. Couldn't imagine that people actually went out looting as well. If you guys obviously seen that, I was like, bro, like what the fuck's going on in this world? I thought this was the start of a new generation that we are going backwards, and you know, it's fucked.
I think the destroying of fucking a bunch of businesses wasn't the smartest move.
And it made them look bad.
But that's the thing. I don't think, because a lot of people see the fucking rioting and looting, so then they just push aside the whole situation. Like they're just like, oh, they rioted and looted, let's just push this aside, because obviously it's not that, like, obviously if they've done one bad thing, obviously we shouldn't care about it. But
it's not like the bigger picture, you know, yeah.
Can't you awfully quiet?
No, I'm just
He's listening in.
Carl,
you racist? Do you have to say something about it? I'm just kidding. No, just kidding. That's just kidding. Nah, but yeah, the bigger they didn't like. They expected people.
Clenched in anger.
You gotta say anything to say, Carl? I mean, about the whole situation with like the rioting and stuff, and if it's anything that you say is gonna be bigoty or anything like that, you know. I mean, say what you gotta say.
Whenever I talk about this stuff, everything goes down south so bad.
Do you want to go next question? This interview's over, or what? What do you want to do?
No, whatever, man. Whatever you want, bro.
What do you think? Like, in your perspective, for you being in uni and shit, you're somewhat enjoying life and stuff. Well, let's say you're enjoying life. I mean, you were. Yeah. But I'm not gonna speak for you and say that. But you'd say you enjoying life. Yeah. But like seeing because you're not really much of a social media fucking guru or some shit like that. You're seeing all these riots and shit, and even that shit's brought down back to home in Australia. Like, how do you feel about all that shit that went on last year during COVID, which is probably the worst fucking time to start all this shit. But how did you feel about last year, in terms of the Black Lives Matter and stuff like that?
I think it really showed people's true character. For example, the same person that'll post like the black square on there, whatever, right? Because I think that's what people do, right?
Black screen, yeah.
Yeah. The same person that does that will also be the same person to like, I don't know, rob a Nike store and grab some new kicks or whatever, right? Like, it's just, I think they're
Jake Paul did that.
They're just using it as an excuse to get their own way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing it for clout, I will admit.
Yeah, true. Like all that shit on Twitter. Yeah, robbing.
Although, you know what my favorite protest and riot is?
That's another Cronulla riot.
It's not the Cronulla riots. It's the ones. I don't know if you have seen it, but I was watching 7 News the other night, and I don't know if you watch 7 News, but it's.
What, recently or like recently? Oh no, I haven't. No.
It's just about honestly, if you watch 7 News, it just shows the most violent parts of Australia. Anyway, there's about 2 stories. There's every 7 News fucking night. There's about 2 stories that make you go, "Oh, that's nice," and then about 5 stories that are about someone getting bashed, people getting stabbed.
Oh yeah, no, it's
their
the
heads
worst.
kicked into the ground. Anyway, the other night I was watching 7 News, and there was a protest about the fucking vaccinations. And say what you will about the vaccinations, but it was so funny because people were just talking about they were just like, oh well, this Facebook group on Facebook was, it's telling us all the fucking real information that the government's not.
Oh god.
And then the guy from MKR, not the French guy, the skinny guy that no one likes.
Oh, was it like the bald
he was
white?
there.
He's the white dude. Yeah, it's the white dude. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He was there. And he was talking about how COVID's like a sham
Oh,
or some shit. He's just like, you've got to stand up for your right.
I think I remember
and
that.
all that shit. And I was just like, what the fuck is he doing there?
Yeah, you know MKI's card just to make sure, because
I have no
my
idea what that is.
my
Oh,
kitchen
My
rules.
Kitchen Rules.
My kitchen rules.
Oh, okay.
It took me 5 seconds because I haven't watched that show in yonks, but I knew what James meant.
Okay.
Okay.
This fucking dude is sitting there. He's just talking me how fucking like the government's lying to us.
Yeah, but this guy had a platform. Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, fuck. This guy had a platform to actually say these type of shit, and obviously it makes people second doubt that should they get COVID vaccinated. My grandparents and some of the people that you know come from school, like Huns and all that shit. He got vaccinated as well, but my grandparents got vaccinated, and they're normal. But yeah, my grandparents.
Wait, your friend got vaccinated?
My friend got vaccinated. Yeah, he said he's fine.
Is he
I don't know.
is he like a aged care worker or something?
No. With one of our mates. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Our friend Vaden.
What the fuck is he over? What's he doing?
I don't know how you get it, but no, but for our other friend, but that's for him as well. Like, I don't know how he was able to get his first dibs or whatever. But our other friend Vaden, who is going to be working. I mean, he works around in the hospitals or something like that. Yeah, he had to get vaccinated because hospitals and all that shit like that. But yeah, I don't know why, but they're perfectly fine. My grandparents had to get it, and that's what my number one priority is because they're my grandparents.
It's because people hear on the news that like 2 people have had blood clots, so they're just like, well, I'm not risking that. I'd rather die from a disease.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense to me. I mean, like, I get it. I mean, like.
I got worried as well.
I get the worries and concerns, but it's just like if you're quite a healthy individual, like healthy enough that you can fucking breathe normally.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, I would say like anyone, during this time with the COVID, it's like, oh, it's a vaccine, but I think anyone would say like, oh shit, it also gives blood clots. Of course, anyone would be skeptical about actually getting the vaccine. Like I was pretty skeptical as well, but I'm gonna get it regardless during time when my time comes when it comes to getting the vaccine. Kind of sound like I was about to die or something, but yeah, nah, 7 News, it's kind of fucked. I think I saw this meme the other day. It wasn't really much of a meme. It was like showing the new Hungry Jack's mini burgers. And the next ad after that, after it's all happy about the burgers, 2 conjointing twins. The story of the sad
that was
life.
so bad.
It was like
that was disgusting.
Yeah, it's so fucked. It's so fucked the way they do it. The Australian TV. 2 $5 cheeseburgers at Hungry Jack's. Oh, the sad story of 2 conjointing twins. It's so fucked. It's so fucked.
Not even hungry anymore.
Yeah, I'm not hungry, bro. Fuck those things. That's like the worst commercial ever.
It reminds me of a fucking story.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so when my sister was a wee child, and she was watching cartoons on TV. It was like very early morning. She was watching cartoons on TV, and this is like ABC 2, so that strictly plays kids stuff during the day.
Mm-hmm.
The TV channel just goes black, right? Pure, just nothing on the TV. Breaking news update. It says, like, breaking news. By the way, my sister's like 3, 4. No, she would have been about 4 or 5. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It then switches to images of the Twin Towers burning. And a plane hitting the tower. Do you know how fucking traumatizing that would be for my
bro,
sister?
That could have been
so
bad.
Screaming.
Holy
fuck. And I'm pretty sure my mum called up the station and yelled at them.
Jesus.
Why the fuck would they do that? They knew like kids would have been watching that program.
It's so fucked.
Couldn't have done it on like fucking ABC 1.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Not ABC 3 kids. Oh god, poor your sister. I mean, glad she gets in a sense, carry that with her to tell stories of that. Yeah, she saw it on the TV because there was a lot of kids that grew up and that shit just like intermission or Twin Towers are burning down all over the world. Damn, fuck.
I hate when TV does that though. I hate when like it's like the Mackie song comes up and like that Justin Timberlake song is playing in the background or some shit, and then he's like, yeah, this is fucking good. Life's good, and then it's just like 5 people are being shot in Bankstown, and he's like, yeah, cool, thanks. Really ruining my immersion for being happy.
Yeah. Ah, jeez, that was.
It's like when Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids came on. I had to switch that off every time.
Yeah, damn.
I never watched Grizzly. Did you ever watch Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids?
Was that ABC Three Kids? Nah.
Yeah, it was ABC
Unfortunately, like, damn, if I got like my other mates, Farhan and shit, and Ryan and stuff, they were kids that grew up that watched ABC Three Kids and and all these these very cultural shows. Unfortunately, I was pretty, privileged enough to watch Disney and stuff on Foxtel.
See,
so
I
damn.
had Foxtel, but I'd always switch to ABC.
Yeah, I've never.
But every time Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids came on, it was so fucked because it was really shitty like stop motion shit. So the characters would look fucked.
Yeah.
Well, for the intro anyway. For the intro, it'd be like claymation stop motion. The minute the actual episode started, it'd be drawing. But the fucking intro is fucked. Like, he'd walk into this like old theater, and he'd ask for like a ticket, and then like this zombie hand came out and gave him a ticket.
Jeez, that
which
sounds
would make
very
me turn
traumatizing.
around, but this kid fucking walks in, and then gets some popcorn. He sits down, but the popcorn is cockroaches. Ooh, scary. And then he starts watching the thing. He starts watching the movie, and then a British guy, which is the scariest part of all. British guy walks on, and he's like, Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids. And then he's like, in this episode of Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids. It's really just fucking weird. Australian shows are weird. Did you guys...
Nah, I don't think I've never watched Grizzly Tales. I think, one of my mates mentioned about like some shows being like, it's like, bro, how the fuck was that intended for kids? Nah, that
Have you
is.
seen
Yeah.
Soup Opera?
No, I haven't. The only show that I remember that was on every Sundays and that I actually got traumatized. Well, I wasn't that young. I was like 7 or 8. Was Trapped. Have you ever watched that?
Oh, Trap, that was a good one too.
Yeah. So every time when, okay, so one, I thought the show was real. So when these kids fuck up and get voted out, I thought it was real. I thought they got
They
trapped.
actually died.
Yeah, they actually died and they get stuck there. And second of all, when she does the "you're trapped" and shows the yellow fucking teeth, I actually legitimately got nightmares from it. It scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
But no, I actually legit thought the show was real. And I was in the right capable mind. It's like, it felt real. It legit did. It was like every 4 o'clock in the before dinner time in Sundays. I sit down with a heater on. I was comfortable with my Halo action figurines. I felt comfortable, but I was fucking frightened. Because, like, you're the saboteur and stuff. You see all that shit. Bro, I want to watch that show again. That show creeped the fuck out of me. I think it was real. Fuck.
It's so funny to me that you like used to like...
Yeah, I thought it was real.
What would you have done if your parents sent you on Trapped?
I don't know. That's what I always thought about. I was like, bro, I thought these kids on each floor, there's 4 floors, I think, and then the bottom, 4 unfortunate kids battle it out, and if they lose, they fucking stay there for the rest of their lives.
Did you think when they sent more kids in, the other kids would just find like the dead kid's skeleton?
No, I never overthinked it like that. I thought it was just a new building every time or something. I probably did. But nah, a lot of shows is like that. You remember it, like, because if you see the shows now, all of them are fucked. But I don't think much people watch normal TV anymore.
There's a lot of TV shows nowadays that, like, there are good ones because, like, when I babysit my niece, I have to fucking watch kids shows. Like, I'm not gonna put on fucking Jersey Shore for my niece. Not that I watch Jersey Shore, but you get what I mean.
Jersey Shore's cool.
And no, I remember I had to fucking... Okay, I'll get back to Jersey Shore in a minute, but fuck. There are a lot of good TV shows, but they've just... I never got the complaining about the Wiggles
Oh, Wiggles.
changing.
Yeah.
Because it's like... I don't want 4 fucking... Like, as much as I love the original Wiggles, I don't want 4 fucking grandpas on my fucking TV screen going...
That's true.
Where are the Wiggles? And then, like, they can't even do the fucking... Actually, no, they do the wiggle thing, but they always do it because they have fucking Parkinson's, so they're just stuck. Stuck. That's a funny concept.
It is. It is. I mean, it's not as bad. I think. Like they could have completely like fucked it up. I mean, they added the chick to it. I guess she's not bad, but of course, like
she's not bad. I've watched the show. She's not that.
Like
bad.
just see as like kids that grown up to watch the original.
But they bring back the original Wiggles in some episodes. Like they brought back fuck, what was the original yellow one's name? Was it Greg?
I don't know. It says Anthony, Jeff, and I forgot the fucking. Was Anthony the blue or the red one? Oh,
no, Anthony's the blue one.
Blue one. So yes, the red one, the yellow one. I don't remember the names for.
I think.
Do you know?
Mo's the red one.
Hmm.
And Greg's the yellow one. So they brought back Greg to play some fucking French dude. But I was sitting there, I was going, "That's Greg." And my niece was like, "Who's Greg?" And I was like, "Greg was the yellow Wiggle before Emma." And then she's like, "Oh, okay." And then she just walked off. And I was like, "You fucking, how dare you? How dare you not even care about the fucking the happening?"
Australian icons. Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, yeah. So, what else would you want to say about Wiggles? Is that it?
Jersey Shore.
Oh, Jersey Shore. All right.
That's so fucking.
We'll talk about Jersey Shore when we get to the next topic. But yeah, what's about Jersey Shore?
Pasquale and Phoenix used to make me. What was it? Geordie Shore. One of them.
Oh, Geordie Shore. I never watched that one. I only watched Jersey.
Fucking annoying.
Oh, Jersey Shore was annoying, but it was funny though. All these caked up girls fucking fighting over these.
Geordie Shore had its. I remember Geordie Shore had a guy who used to like. He always used to rhyme shit, and because his name was Scotty T.
It's Khan's nickname in school.
So,
You there, Khan?
No, I'm listening, man.
Okay, just in case, because you might be dozing off.
No.
Yeah, so he'd always rhyme shit with his name. Like he'd be like, Scotty T. Need fucking what? What did he fucking rhyme it with? There was one thing that he rhymed it with that made me actually like laugh. I forget what it was, but he was just like, "Yeah, Scotty T. She's the one for me." That's not what he said, but I mean, like, you get what I mean. Like, he just rhymes shit. It's like, how fucking egotistical do you have to be to introduce, like, just to speak in the third person? Like, could you imagine if people fucking did that all the time?
I mean, that's. I mean, with reality shows, I mean, you kind of have to give yourself that stand, so you can stand out from the other group. But you could look like an arsehole. Like that guy probably looked like an arsehole when he was rapping about himself in a third person view. But I don't know. It's a reality show, so I'm not surprised.
Character on the show. Yeah, but Snooki, man. Oh, Matthew, what do you think about Snooki?
Oh, yuck.
Give us the rundown.
Nah, I remember watching Jersey Shore a long time back. I tried to rewatch it, like, I think when it was like it was during sometime last year. I was actually watching in the living room as Foxtel when the grandparents were at home. I was like, all right, let's look at comedy, the comedy channel on Foxtel, and like, bro, Jersey Shore is still on. So I was like, bro, I'll watch some of the reruns for it. And they said rerun like how you say it, but I'm just kidding. The reruns.
Keep talking, man. Keep talking.
The rerun. See, I did it again. Reruns. No, I'm not. No. Reruns. Okay, there you go. And some of them were crazy. The only thing I remember from Snooki is when she was in WWE a few times.
What?
Yeah, she wrestled.
Why was she on WWE?
I don't know. Back then, WWE actually used to be pretty good when it had all these guest hosts. I'm pretty sure they had Paulie and Snooki on WWE matches and stuff. It's fucking sick.
Do you know? Okay, last thing before we go into the topic. Next topic. Speaking of WWE, do you remember Fred?
Oh yeah, Fred. Yeah, like the YouTuber Squeaky
Kid. Do you know he was on WWE?
I mean, I don't think he was on WWE, but his movie had John Cena in it.
Yeah. No. In the third movie, he goes to the actual fucking.
Yeah, he was
WWE
in the ring. Yeah.
You know what? He was in the ring. He's fine, man. There was a whole crowd there. The crowd didn't know what was going on, but I mean, like,
Damn, really? What the fuck? I thought that was all planned.
yeah, no, it's like a whole thing. The crowd just was so like, if you look at the crowd, they're so confused and they don't know what's going on. Like they're supposed to act like really excited about it, but they're just not. Anyway,
It's like, who the fuck is Fred? Because at that time, that was at the time when like Fred was at his I wasn't he's at his peak, but it was at his like. We know who he was, and he was actually pretty famous. But that was at least his last hurrah before he
Fred
left.
was like the first like big YouTuber, and then he sold his channel to a bunch of kids.
Yeah. Remember Fred Khan?
Next topic. Oh,
I don't remember. I really don't.
you don't know Fred?
Nah.
He's like one of the early YouTubers, like one of the first YouTubers I think my cousin showed me as just some guy, some teen kid that like made his voice sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks, and it was annoying dickhead. It was like one of the early YouTuber shit, but yeah.
That's all I have.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Jim, you back? Jim, you back? No. James?
Are you there?
I'm back.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, we're just saying we
Okay.
couldn't hear you there. You say you're all good, James? You're all good? James?
are you okay?
I think he...
That's how you know at school your grades would be so bad is that the teachers would be like,
Am I not?
"Is everything at home okay?" It's like, bro, grades are so bad that you're
Yeah.
gonna get beat up.
Yeah, James, talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't talking when I asked you the question again. You there? So you all good?
What question?
No, I was like saying like, are you
I'm
there?
here.
Yeah.
Okay, relax, bro.
No, because the second time when I because the second time when I asked you, it was like pure silence. So it's like you didn't hear. Okay. So with the second topic, right? So I got a couple more topics, but it's gonna be quick. But this one, I would like to say as well. I wish I got the whole group for it. I mean, I wish I. What was that noise? Okay, never mind.
Yep, I've got bedtime.
You got bedtime. Oh shit, yeah, true.
So
How
Joking, just hurry up.
Okay, yeah. So why did you say it? Now I'm a little bit worried. But you know, I wish I got more people of the, because you know how we met each other finally for the first time, Jim. I mean, you know, you met Khan and stuff. But I wish I got the whole group to talk about our experience. I mean, obviously Yasmin wasn't there, unfortunately. But I would like to say, or I'd like to ask, for you, Khan, and also for Jim, before I answer for myself, what was it like first meeting each other for the first time after like what 4 or 5 years playing games with each other? Like, how did you guys? What was the feeling? I mean, it had to be done, obviously, but what was the feeling?
It would have been weird. See, because obviously I'd already met Khan,
Yeah.
but it usually meeting people when you've only known them online is usually weird.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't feel too weird actually, because I already felt like I sort of already knew you already.
Yeah, I mean, we talked plenty of times in calls and Discord and shit. So for me as well, like, it didn't feel weird at all. I mean, obviously, it's like seeing you guys full form, 3 big fellas just like me. It just felt good, you know, because for me, it just had to be done. It's one of the things that I wanted to accomplish in life. But okay, so are we still talking about? Okay, you're talking about something else. Okay, you nearly lost me there. Yeah, I mean, every time when we see like a group of people fucking lining up, or a group of people in a certain place, like, I remember Time Zone in Macquarie one time looked like a refugee camp there, and everyone was all cluttered up. I was like saying, bro, that is so in risk of a COVID spike. But imagine that when we're in that car program thing, that was a shit ton of kids in that school, and we all were walking around like it's a camp. It was like in one line, we're all touching each other. It was like Paddy's Markets. Really, if you walk through Paddy's Markets, you get elbowed by Asian people and everyone from every ethnicity. Sorry, I just said Asians only, but every single person does not give a fuck. There's no lines. You walk here, walk there. Everyone runs into each other.
So well, that's what fucking
And
that's what crowded places really are. Just
yeah, and that's probably the easiest way to explain it, because no one gives a fuck where they walk. People will elbow you. People
fucking hell, like fuck
and
off.
and being
I hate when people
yeah
do that.
yeah, and it's like with Easter show where I remember going with my brother's friends there, and they took me there, and they had to supervise me. I nearly walked away from them, and nearly got lost. And being a kid, and being lost in a complete crowd, but not knowing where your parents are or anyone that's looking after you, is the scariest fucking thing. So you could imagine like being in that situation, but I've never been in that situation. Plus, I don't, I'm not kidding anymore, so I'm fine if I get lost because we got phones now. But it's fucking terrifying. It's terrifying.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid. I don't remember where I was, but I got lost. I don't remember where I was, but it was like crowded, and because people are assholes. Like people would push you backwards just so they could get forwards.
Yeah, that's the worst part about that car
And it's
program
just
thing.
like,
Because with the car program thing, it wasn't just us with our uniforms; it was our fucking bags. Oh no, it
Yeah.
wasn't. No, I think
No,
we
was
had we had to bring a pencil and something else, or something like that. I remember we had to bring like maybe a doggy bag or a plastic bag or some shit like that. We had to bring something, but
I
that
remember having like a small bag.
yeah, but it wasn't a school bag. Like it wasn't because we were there for the whole day, so it wasn't like we had to
Yeah.
thing. But
Oh fuck, you weren't there. I don't know why this reminds me of this story.
oh god, alright, lay it on us, Jim.
But when we went to the fucking beach, Khan, you'll remember this.
Hmm.
We were leaving, right? We were going back up to the fucking like towards the Macca's and shit. And right outside, you know at fucking Bondi, that fucking building, like just before you get on the beach.
Sure.
Matthew, do you know the building?
I haven't been to Bondi in a long time, but
Anyway, so we were walking back up towards the Macca's, and there was this fucking stall there. And I don't remember why they were there. They were just there. Like, do you want to fucking try a fucking yogurt with bugs in it? And I
ooh,
was like, no.
I know
And
Khan did.
Edison was like, yeah, I'll try it. And I was like, what the fuck? Why are you doing? Why? He's like, cause you gotta be adventurous sometimes. He just ate it. And I was like, why?
Do you like
It's
it?
so gross. It's so disgusting. I don't know if it was like real bugs, but if it was,
I
that
mean,
makes me want to vomit.
I think it is. It's like just unique things. You got like lollipop, scorpions. You got like scorpions inside the lollipops, and you're like licking to get the core. It's like when you lick those
So
those
fucked
lollipops
me.
that has like
It's
the
so
chewing gum in
gross.
the middle, has like candy in the middle. It's like that with the scorpion. I don't know, just something different.
It's not fucking live. It's not, I mean, it's not live, but I mean, like,
I mean, people
it's a
like.
fucking scorpion.
I mean, it's unique in the sense like you never got to try it again. So if you try it once, never try it again. I mean, that goes for a lot of things. Don't get any sus ideas, Jim. But you know what I mean, right? But yeah. So it was just so that was in the day when you guys first met each other, and you went to that place.
That was an awkward fucking day. We couldn't find Khan and Julius, which
We couldn't find what?
is fucking impossible because we couldn't find Khan and Julius, like me and
Oh.
Edison. Like we walked along the beach and then Edison got fucking stung by a blue bottle.
That could have been like the
And
worst
then-
timing, bro. Holy shit.
And then it was so funny. He got stung. And he's like, "Man, I don't think this is good." I was like, "Why? What have you done?" He's like, "I think I stepped on a blue bottle." And I was like, "What do you mean you stepped on a blue bottle?" He's like, "I stepped on a blue bottle." I said, "For fuck." And I'm like, let's head back towards the fucking lifeguard tower. So we started heading back. But then he's like, hold on, I just want to go ask these guys if this is a blue bottle sting. So he runs over to this tent. And he's like, is this a blue bottle sting? And they're like, yeah, you need to go get that checked out at the fucking lifeguard tower. So we fucking walk to the lifeguard tower. It starts getting progressively worse because as we're walking down to the fucking tower, Edison starts like holding onto the rails going, oh. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm getting a cramp. I'm like, oh fuck.
Jeez.
I was the worst friend that day. I just kept laughing at him.
Oh my god,
He
James.
was in pain. I was just like, oh dude, it sucked in. But yeah, no, we got to Lifeguard Tower. And the film crews were there. It was Bondi Rescue, and they had to help the poor. You know what I hate about Bondi Rescue? They just saved just a bunch of like. And I'm not saying that it's like.
The Asians.
This is gonna make me sound racist.
The Asians.
But like they always. It's
the
always
same
just
guy.
a fucking. It's always just like an Asian tourist
Yeah,
getting swept
exactly.
out, getting swept out.
Like, cause it
Who
might
knows nothing about fucking.
it's
It's not even just Asian tourists, just any tourist. Any fucking tourist that comes here is just like, yeah, I love Australian beaches, and they get swept out to
I
fucking
mean,
sea.
compared to their beaches wherever they're from, they don't realize how strong the currents are and rips of the
California.
California
Sorry, I shouldn't
with
have
beaches.
interrupted. LA.
Are they
LA
bad? Are they
beaches.
bad? As much as bad
They're
as
not that
yeah.
bad. If you go, you can go pretty far out without it being deep.
Yeah, but
Like I remember when I was 9, I went to LA with my grandparents,
damn, didn't know you went to
and
America.
and
Damn.
and I went to LA with my grandparents, and like I was 9, so I was like pretty short, and I was pretty far out, and it wasn't that deep. Maybe it was just the tides and the water level, but it's very different from here, where like you
Jeez.
can get swept out pretty easily.
Yeah, it's scary, but no, because I just feel like most of them don't realize it, and usually with Asian tourists, I could see like every time it's like the massive story. It's like an Asian dude's drowning and stuff, and the guy gets a paddleboard, swims over, gives him resuscitation, he lives. Thank goodness. But yeah, I mean it's always a foreigner to the country, but what can you do? But back to the
Topic.
to the fucking meeting for the first time. I mean, it was good that
Oh yeah, man. For the first
you
time.
guys met each other before we did the actual group thing, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
it wasn't with Yasmin or Benjamin as well, which could have
Dude,
done the whole thing.
I
Would have completed it.
was
With the whole
I
group.
I was dreaded because like like COVID cases had like a spike in fucking like at the end of December, like start of December or whatever. I was so fucking gutted because Yasmin was meant to come over
Yeah.
from Western Australia, and
Perth had a
I
recent
was
lockdown
talking
as
to
well.
her. I was talking to her, and I was just like, you still coming like over? And she's like, nah, I can't. And I was like, oh, that's fucking that.
Yeah, it's
Like I've been fucking, cause I wanna fucking cause at this brick company, I'm 90% sure I'm only just on till the end of June. Cause they've got like a big fucking project happening, and they need more hands to do brick cutting. So I'm pretty sure I'm only on till June.
I mean that's good because
But
you get paid a lot of money for it.
Afterwards, I want to go on a trip. Like I want to go somewhere.
I feel like you deserve it, Jim, because
I just want to go. I want to get on a plane.
I think everyone wants to
fly
do that.
somewhere.
Yeah.
And just stay there for a couple of days.
Yeah, it was like that. I was talking with the Chile, like he said, like I think everyone after all this COVID shit, we're all in due of a good trip, or just to get out of our houses, not to be afraid and stuff, to go to these places that we couldn't go before.
Well, I just want to go somewhere in Australia, like not like I don't want to go to fucking like Hawaii or whatever. But like I just want to go fucking somewhere.
Yeah.
Like whether that be the fucking.
Wait, if it's around June, isn't? Yeah, I think Yasmin was talking about like, because it's pretty bad in Perth right now because they had like the spike and they had like the 3-day lockdown. But
well,
hopefully it gets good before then. But Yasmin did talk about around June or July. It's like her sister's birthday or some shit. She's coming down to Sydney. So hopefully, cross fingers that comes to plan, and then we can hopefully all plan something.
Honestly, fucking Yasmin's such honestly, Yasmin's such a fucking. Every time I talk to Yasmin, she's just a gem to talk to. This isn't even me trying to be like a simp or whatever, but she's honestly, like I think every person I talk to is a gem to talk to, but I barely talk to Yasmin, so I always keep forgetting that she's like cool to talk to.
I mean, because for her, it's like she doesn't really reach out in a sense because she's not really like that. But like every time
I talked to her on my birthday because she was texting Edison.
Yeah.
And I think she brought up that she was at my house, so she texted me happy birthday. And I think I was really drunk at that stage because it was like midnight. And what did I say to her? Hold on, let me get you the messages because it made me laugh.
Jeez. She's always a lovely person to talk to. She's crazy
yeah, this is-
sometimes, but you know. Yeah, what'd she say?
she said, um, she said, don't know if you changed your number, but happy 21st. And then I was like, who is this? I'm contacting the authorities. Don't contact me again. But then I said, no, I'm kidding. Thank you. But it was just really funny to me that she messaged me, but she thought it was Edison
Oh Jesus!
because she must have been talking to Edison. So like when I was like, "Who is this?" She was just like, because she said, "Fuck off, Edison." And I was like, "It's not Edison, it's me."
Jesus, that's cute. Nah, it's good. Nah, she's always a lovely
Yeah,
person to talk
Yasmin's-
to. But it's
yeah,
just a
Yasmin's
shame
a lovely
that
person.
there was plans of the whole group
Yeah.
meeting. But of course, COVID had to kick in the worst time, and we weren't even certain if New Year's was gonna be celebrated with more people.
That's the worst thing.
Yeah, it was bad.
This New Year's was the worst because fucking because COVID kicked in, we couldn't go to Edison, so I was just like, fucking like, you can just come to mine, whatever.
Hmm.
I said to the boys, I said we'll just like have like an us thing, like just us, because we can't do anything else.
Yeah.
It was still good. I enjoyed myself, but it was very different.
From what it usually was when
Yeah,
when it was Jasmine Bartha.
because for the past like 5 years, fucking 5-6 years, we'd gone
Oh,
to
God.
Edison's and fucking
Yeah.
just
Bless you.
sorry. Sorry, that was
I
probably
thought someone
ugly sound.
stabbed you in the chest. Oh,
That's old age, man. Your
Sorry,
time is
but-
coming, Jim. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no.
Do you want to like take a couple of
Yeah.
minutes to yourself or to compose yourself? Because you know, old age. You know?
Nah, so it's just the food's fucking. You know, and you like feel really bloated, so like your
Oh
stomach
yeah,
just
yeah.
sends that fucking hiccup up.
Yeah, alright. Yeah,
Um.
no, I know what you mean. Yeah, just talk. Continue.
Yeah, no, we'd go to Edison's and we'd just like play games, hang out, fucking drink.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this year was a bit different. It was still fun. Like we played fucking. Fuck, what did we play? I know we played something, but I can't think of it. Cause we had to fucking.
oh, he's under attack. It's getting
My
raided.
dog's just-
Real wild at Kyrie's house, nice.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember that
Yeah,
song.
no, it was different, but it was good until my mate kept. Well, there was there was two really funny things that happened that night. My mate was using my side gate, and it's like a baby gate because of the dog, and we don't like, and because the neighbor was like, "Can you stop your dog from going up the side of the house because my baby's room is there?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." So we got a fucking baby gate at the side of the house to stop the dog from going past it. But it's really hard to use. Sometimes it makes a lot of noise on the fence. And my mate was using the gate, and it was like it was like 12 o'clock, and my mate was like fucking shutting the door of the gate, and the lady next door started banging on the window, going, "Oi, shut up!" And then my mate goes, "What, mate? What? What? I'm the world champ. You can't stop me." I'm so fuck's sake. Fucking Jesus. But then about 30 minutes later, not 30, I don't know how long. But yeah, it was all one big blur. But my mate was outside, like on the street, on the phone, yelling because some guy was like talking to him about like how he fucked his ex-girlfriend,
Jeez.
and then he was getting really mad. So then But then the cops pulled up.
Oh
And
god.
we're like, and then I said to him, I said, oh, like, don't worry, like, we just live, because I thought it was just going to be like, what are you doing outside your house? Get inside, you're going to catch COVID. But it was just him saying that apparently there was a noise complaint. And I was like, no noise here. Like, obviously my mate was making a bit of noise, but not enough to warrant a complaint. And then the cop was like, "What's wrong with your mate?" And then he was like, "Oh,
Had a
just
few
some
schooners.
ex-girlf." He was like, "Oh, just some ex-girlfriend's problem. So sorry for making noise." And then the cop was just like, "Hey, she's your ex-girlfriend for a reason.
Oh.
Leave it at that." And then the lady cop, who I didn't even know was there, was just like, "Yeah, fuck her, she's a bitch." And I was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was like, "Are these guys even cops?" Or
Sound like
they
fucking people from Sunnyvale. What the fuck?
That's what
Damn.
happened. She's just like, "Yeah, she's a bitch." I was just, oh my god.
Good to see cops like that. You don't see much cops out there. They're loose like that. They can crack a joke in a sense like that. Very unprofessional, but you know,
It's funny.
it's funny though. Of course, it catches you off guard.
But yeah, so we think my neighbor called a noise complaint over us, which is fucking stupid. I
Yeah.
don't like my neighbors. My neighbors have some nerve fucking being like, oh, don't make noise. And they make my fucking neighborhood smell like fucking weed every 5 days.
Jesus. Now, I think my pop's the only one that complains because we have new neighbors that are across the behind our gate. So we're in between three. So we got a house behind us, two houses on the left and right, and they're fucking. I think they're Lebos. I think, and they're just boarding all this duff music and stuff. I think my pop got pissed off and shit, and they didn't make a single noise after that. But my pops can barely hear, so like it's okay if they make noise and stuff. But yeah, nah, damn. Where the fuck do you live in when you can just constantly smell weed, James? Do you live in like Sasso
The
place?
main street of my
Do you live in Mount Druitt or something? Jeez. Nah.
It's such it's such a fucking where I live. It's like very like a lot of people go past it. So I'm surprised the cop has never gone past it. And just, I mean, I don't know, like they wouldn't be able to know which house it's coming from because it's very like when you walk past it, it's such a strong smell. Like you just, like you do not need to smoke or go near weed to know that that is the smell of a drug.
Yeah.
It is such a prominent smell in the nose. I remember when we moved here, they were fucking smoking it, and that's all I could fucking
And you
smell.
do as
And I
well.
was like,
Case story and set. There you go.
I don't smoke your neighbors.
Damn. Okay, cool. You don't have to tell us when was the last time you rolled a spliff, but we'll talk about that next podcast. But to again for the third time to go back on track with the fucking when we first met. Khan, how did you feel? I mean, you've already met James and Ed, but to see Pasquale.
How'd you feel meeting Matt Pittman?
Oh, okay. Khan?
Meeting everyone for the first time. I expected a little bit more of a surprise, but I feel like I know James already said it before, but I can also relate. It felt like I already knew you guys. So it wasn't some big moment to be like, hey, good to see you guys. It's like, no, I already know you guys. We already speak and we're already cool with each other.
Yeah, it wasn't like we were complete strangers either, so like that's what it kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Meeting Pasquale on the other hand, man, I mean, Pasquale and I, we're cool, right? We're cool. But I was surprised at how strong he was, man. I shook his hand and I gave him a hug, and I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, this isn't even human level. This is like a monster, bro. Like, not even a human anymore.
Nah, because Hans gives really good hand. Did I say Hans?
Hans.
Whoopsies. Sorry. Khan.
Hans on your line.
Jesus Christ, I'm getting fucking confused. But with Khan always gives good handshakes, and Khan's a handshake type of dude. He's not the guy that would go up to you and hug you and like that. And Khan knows that himself. Like, Khan, you're not a hugger. You're a shaker.
I wish I was.
And of course. Like some people, even like Felix, when you hug him, it's like a dead fish. He's more of a guy that'll give you a fist bump or a handshake. But hug James. Oh my god. cushion, mate. All cushion.
Edison's weirdly both of those people.
Yeah.
Edison handshake, because I don't know why. He'll handshake David, like from my group.
Yeah.
He'll handshake fucking Jordan, and then he'll get to me and he'll just hug me, and it's like,
That's good. No, but you get the special treatment. No, but you get the special treatment. You should feel special.
Handshake, and then it gets
No,
to
but
me
you
and
should
gives
feel
me a
special
hug.
because he knows you that way. Because like some people like do I shake anyone's hand? I mean, I do. I shake their hand. I pull them close for a hug,
Edison,
like a
just
bro
for-
hug.
Just for context, Edison, if you're watching this, I'm not angry about it. I'm just saying.
He wants more than a hug. You know. Nah, but Edison hugs me, bro. I've never, because I'm always a hugger type of guy. I never get out hugged. When I hugged Pasquale and Edison, mainly Edison, holy fuck! I felt like
You got out-hugged.
I felt like a meat sack. I just dropped and just hugged. I tried to go as strong as, but he did all the work, man. It was scary, but it was good. I felt like, oh shit,
Okay.
you know, a long time since I've seen you, bro. Like I never met him before, but it felt like that way. Like
It's
it was
a long time
a
since I've seen you across the
it was a good
the-
feeling. It was a good feeling.
room.
But with like Pasquale, like since I played games with you guys more than Pasquale, because Pasquale, you know, he's doing his other shit now. But obviously I felt more with yous than with Pasquale in a sense. Do you know what I mean? Like since I've played and I've talked with more of you guys, Pasquale does his own things. But meeting Pasquale was great as well. Pasquale is a cool dude. But you can tell the way he speaks. It's he's still the same as fucking PlayStation. But it was definitely refreshing to see everyone. Sad that I couldn't get to meet Ben and Yasmin from the group and stuff. But
Ben doing that, I'm pretty sure Ben was busy that day.
no, like I know I wasn't obviously close. We always gave each other shit. He gave me a lot of shit. I still remember.
Ben gives everyone shit. It's always funny because like we'll be going out to a party and Ben will be like, I don't want to go because there's these people are there and I don't want to make all conversation.
Yeah.
So Ben's It's just because he just insults people.
Yeah, I know.
He's always either drunk or high, so he has no filter. And someone will be like, oh, my like if someone came up to him and said, oh, my parents just died, he'd be like, oh, bro, sucks to suck, and then like he'd just walk away. But that's what he fucking does. It's just like, bro.
Yeah, I understand his.
Stop insulting
Yeah,
people.
I understand his
You won't
personality
feel so awkward.
because before I think a month ago I was texting Benjamin like because he's on your Twitch Discord and I was like, bro, like he even texted me saying like, oh, we should get together and stuff with everyone when Yasmin comes down to, from Perth and stuff. It's like, bro, like I thought Ben hated me. Like I thought that was like the one of the only guys I didn't get along well with, and that was the time during when I was a little bit of a shithead, a little bit of a. I was a bit like that, no filter, and didn't realize I wasn't that mature. But my vision on Ben was like, oh, he probably hates me and stuff. But so it was really good to like see like, oh, that's just the way he is, and he's actually a pretty good dude. But it's just he's always under the influence. I mean, more than I do, obviously, but no, it was good, and I obviously wanted to meet Ben, but yeah, just a shame that we couldn't get those two there. I mean, eventually, as we said, we'll organize something again in the future. Best timing would have been when Yasmin comes down from Perth. But no, it was a great day. It was short because it was Sunday. I'm pretty sure it was a Sunday.
It was a Sunday plus everything had to be booked.
Yeah, and it's bullshit because Sundays are usually the most quiet because that's when public transport is more. You have to wait for buses a bit longer because you know how weekends and shit. But Macquarie was like, bro, it was like everything was against my plans. I was like saying like, there's so many restaurants that we can just sit down with all 5 of us. Wait, is that 5? Yeah, 5. And we couldn't find a single one. And then, because I know Edison wanted to fucking talk about this when we went to Nando's. Not realizing when we went to Nando's that there was a fucking line there. You always remember that?
Yeah, and we wanted a booth, but then they're just like, yeah, I have to sit outside.
Yeah, it was embarrassing because we're like the poster boys of eating the fucking food in that company's place. I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna fucking sit there and eat. It's stupid. And that's what I hate about when people come to reservations and booking is that they know there's 3 people. A booth is not for 3 people; it's for a big group of 5 to 6, and we didn't get that. The assholes that work there weren't complying with like, okay, are we sure that the customers are in a proper line? Do people realize there's a line there? We just walked in there all willy-nilly. We didn't care. So it was a bit embarrassing, but
Yeah, here's what I hate though, right? Speaking about like things for a big group of people given to a small group, I hate because again, this is gonna sound so whingy. Me and my mates went to the RSL the other day. It was my first payday, and I decided I just want to go down to the RSL, get a feed and drink. We went there after like we finished dinner. We could not find a fucking place to sit down. It was just so fucking annoying. And I was like, this is shit. And we walked outside. Cause I said, listen, we can't find a table inside. Let's go outside. Let's see if there's a place outside. And the worst part and you know you get desperate when you're just like, alright, let's go to the smoking area.
oh yeah, nah, it's the worst.
So you're just walking around, just bunch of fucking smokes everywhere, and you're just like, it's like Silent Hill.
All the fog and shit, yeah.
And you're just as scared as when you're playing Silent Hill. Anyway. So eventually, there was just this one person sitting at a table meant for like 5 people. And it's like, stand up. You have no friends. Fuck off. They didn't. They were sitting alone, having a smoke. They didn't deserve a table meant for 5. That fucking annoys me.
Yeah, it's just
It's like when,
especially in food courts.
It's like when someone on a train puts their fucking feet across those like seats of 3.
Oh
like
yeah.
unless it's like an extremely empty train.
Yeah, people just have no respect, and they don't see the bigger picture like that.
It's just like, dude, fuck off.
Seriously, and if you complain, it's like, oh, you fuck off, you're abusing me and shit. It goes with everything. Like, even with food courts, it's like, alright, these people are sitting on a group table that's specifically made for a group, and yet they're still sitting there with, like, what, 2 or 3 people, when it's, like, for, like, 10 for families. But, oh well. And going back to that, is that, yeah, we couldn't find a place to sit or eat. It was fucking stupid.
Sit at the bus stop.
It was the worst part is, yeah, I was about to get to that, is that we resorted to the very worst thing. It wasn't the smokers area. I mean, you can say it's the smokers area. The bus stops. We ate food at the bus stops. That was like, it was a cool moment.
I felt sick that day.
Yeah.
I was really shit.
Yeah, we thought you got raped in the bathrooms or something.
No, I felt so shit. I don't know what it was. I started eating my KFC and I said, this is coming straight back up.
Because the worst thing is about those bathrooms.
I had to speed walk across the fucking...
Jeez, that would have felt so uncomfortable.
Felt like I was about to vomit.
Nah.
And I like speed walked, and as I got to the toilets, I sprinted. I sprinted down that little hallway, and like I pushed past people, and then I just started vomiting.
Yeah, that was the worst thing about those bathrooms in Macquarie Gym, is that it's either you get the toilets that have like the above knees so they can see your fucking legs, and that's a little bit thing,
Dude,
you know.
I hate that.
Yeah, but the ones that you went gym next to not Burger King, Hungry Jack's. The problem is with those ones is that they're a little bit above the knee and they're fucking right directly next to each other. So if you're vomiting, sometimes you want to vomit in peace, but obviously like people will probably say, "Oh shit, there's a guy vomiting," but of course that's not what you have to care about because you're fucking vomiting. But we got worried because you were there, bro. We finished all our food before you came back, and you just had your fucking go bucket on your titty pocket.
I came back and I was just like, "Oh, you guys are done."
You had your go bucket on your titty pocket. It was a good moment, but that would have been dope if you sat down as well. Being at the meantime, and we was like saying like, "Oh, we should go to time zone stuff," and like, "Oh, you have to wait different sections," and they go a group of people and then go in and stuff. It's like just could have been a fucking better time to fucking do it, but I mean, it was a short but a sweet experience for sure, and definitely something that I wanted to be done, you know, after playing games that long.
I like photos we took, but I kind of wish. I kind of wish we just stopped someone, asked if they could take a photo of all of us.
Yeah, I don't think anyone had the wits to ask a stranger to take a picture.
No, it's just that no one. Well, I don't think it was. Look, no one. I didn't ask because I'm not going to go up to a stranger and say, "Hey, do you mind holding this phone while we, hold each other so you're in full responsibility of this phone for the next like 10 seconds." I don't like that.
I mean, you overthink it like that, kind of in a sense, but like me neither. I don't want to go up and ask a person for take a picture. I mean, I should have done it.
So
any of us should have done it. Yeah.
Like I've done it before, like because like I don't know if you've seen the picture, Matthew. There's this photo where me, Edison, and two other mates, Jordan and David, we took a photo on the back of Jordan's ute together.
Hmm.
I guess that was a bit different because we're in the middle of fucking nowhere at a cafe. At one of those like rest stop cafes.
Yeah.
And we asked if someone could just take the picture. Always ask old people to take pictures for you. Never ask like a 20-year-old Eshe to take pictures for you. That's my sort of life sentiment, because like the old people are gonna get nowhere. Meanwhile, the Eshe could fucking just parkour fucking all throughout fucking Macquarie or whatever.
Yeah, but you would chase him down easily. So would Khan.
Yeah, if he ran downstairs, I'd slide down those fucking poles. Remember the ones, not poles. What were those? You know those strings that had the balls on them?
Oh, in the middle thing over the veranda. Yeah.
Yeah, and we
That
were
was
all
scary.
looking down and being like, "What if you jumped off and you fell on the trampoline?" It's just like, it probably
Bro,
hurt.
Pasquale just couldn't shut
I
up about
remember-
saying like, "Oh, I can't look down. I can't look down."
Who?
Pasquale, because he hates heights. I mean, I hate heights as well, but
I
I
hate
look down.
heights too. I hate heights, but it's just like I'm alright if there's a railing there, unless it's like super dodgy.
Yeah, exactly. But they're
Like,
obviously
you know
there for
those,
set. Yeah, they're obviously there for safety precautions, so it's not like anything that bad's gonna happen. But no, it was a good experience all around. But one day it'll be like we'll do like a little party thing. But I'm glad a special
so
someone
sure,
wasn't
but-
there. That starts with J and ends with S, but we're not gonna get into that.
Jesus, Jesus was there.
Jesus was there.
Jesus is everywhere.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. But yeah. But in general, that was something that meant a lot to me. I mean, I really fucking wrote my heartfelt
Yeah,
love
that's
note in Instagram.
I got home.
Yeah,
I got home. I saw the post and I was like, "Bro, that's fucking emotional."
yeah, because it wasn't like something like, oh shit, we just have to do it, or fuck it, we're bored. Nah, this is what I wanted to do for me, because like throughout these years of growing up in school, to like I don't know, I won't say tough times. It's not like I've been through the worst of the worst. It's like, you know, just say if any days we feel down, we want to play games. We got you guys there, and we play a lot of games.
I will.
You know.
I will admit, playing fucking like Friday and all that with you guys was sort of just. I feel like that's what I would look forward to during school.
Can't,
Not to sound fucking.
can't. It's a bit rude to
depressed, like I had
yawn.
nothing
Can't.
else
It's a bit
going on in my
bit
life.
rude to yawn. Can't when he's trying to say a heartfelt message. Get him,
I mean, you were
James.
talking about how much we loved having each other around, and kind of just like, oh, so boring.
Yeah, but yeah, it really meant a lot. But
I reckon the best part of playing with you guys was when Khan lived at home. His family would just in the background, and he'd have to mute like every 5 minutes.
it was bad.
It was bad, yeah.
Because you can hear his
It's
sister
so
sing, and he's like
funny.
trying to clutch up and last us and shit. I remember when we played World War Z with, I think it was with Edison and his brother, and then Khan was like, that was like the worst his sisters made noise ever. She was like singing, and Khan was like, oh, for fuck's sake. But bro, oh nah, just a lot of memories and stuff from those times. Wish I
what do you call
recorded
it, though?
more.
I fucking what was I about to bring up? But yeah, no, cause like I'd be fucking, cause school was fun, but like it was, I won't say fun. School wasn't like school was cool and all, but it was just like, cause like I was doing subjects I wanted to do, so it's not like I was like sitting through maths or whatever.
Mm.
But like I just remember, like, and I remember Edison and Pasquale being like, "Bro, you need to get on Friday the 13th list. We found this like group of guys who also live in Sydney." I was like, okay. At first, I was sort of like, I won't lie. Every time every time I meet someone new, I'm always so skeptical.
Yeah, I mean,
actually
yeah, I
meeting
mean, you
them,
have
'cause
every,
'cause
you have
I
every
feel
right
like I
to.
won't like them.
Jim, you have every right to as well. Yeah.
So it's just like, so it's like, yeah, okay, I'll play with them, but like, cause they were, every time someone hypes someone up, There's always just one thing that, because I've had so many people be like, "Yeah, this guy's really cool. He's really great. You'll like him." I've never liked them.
I mean, who's
But
usually
like,
the one that says that to you though? Like, or just playing in games in general, like just say if
oh, like
like
it's
Edison
like
or something or Squall?
multiple people have said it to me. Like there's a few people that Jay said like, "Oh yeah, they're cool," but then they just like I don't like.
I mean,
Ever since I
everyone's
fucking
definition of cool is obviously different. I mean, you have every right
yeah, I know,
to
but I
to
mean,
feel that
but I
way.
mean, like they're just
They're not cool.
like you can respect someone, but like someone gets on your nerves.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I met a few people
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I remember Pascal and Erskine, you need to play with these guys. Like you'll like them. It was okay.
And I was like,
But yeah, then
that was
we
the
played. And
yeah. Then fucking.
I will
it was
admit,
a
I've
friendship.
never had. I don't think I've ever had more fun playing a game than I have Friday the 13th. I'm gonna buy that game when I get a PC.
Yeah, I
Mainly
mean,
just in case the day ever comes again when we want to fucking play it.
yeah.
Because I see the reason I don't like Dead by Daylight is because I feel like you can't really, because it's a more competitive
No,
game.
trust me,
You
it's
can't
way
really
more
have fun with
competitive.
it.
The toxicity is up to another high, and
Because
just
it's such a clusterfuck.
yeah, exactly. And when you
And
play it, you don't
like
know all these shit.
I do enjoy it, but like I get so much enjoyment out of games where you can just be a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's the best thing about Friday the 13th. It's like also that was like a first time for Khan. Would you say like Khan as well? Because you weren't really like
I
playing
didn't
with
like talking to
on.
others.
Yeah, he didn't like talking to people online. I think Yasmin was a bit like that as well. But Khan, yeah, it was like hard to get Khan to talk to people in game in a sense. I mean, that's him during that time, but I'm glad it also helped him get better talking with people. He's a amazing dude to fucking talk to. But it was so good to see Khan, in a sense, make friends with you guys and stuff, and we actually made a group, and it was all working out perfectly and stuff, and we didn't think in the smallest of chances that we would meet someone from Sydney in a game like Friday the 13th, and in such a small world, one of our best friends who left our school is now at your school. It's like, bro, what the fucking odds of this? That McGinray, who was in our school, went to your guys' school, and now we all fucking have a connection now. Pasquale knows my cousin. It's just, oh man, it's just a small fucking world. But nah, I miss that game. The uniqueness of that game, I've never played anything like that. I remember when it came out, it was glitchy. It cost a lot of money. I think I'm pretty sure Khan it was like $40. I'm pretty sure it was a pretty hefty price for a game like that. But
I remember
yeah,
Edison, Pasquale, and Phoenix were like, "You need to get this game. It's worth the $40." And I was like, "It fucking better be. Because if I buy this and then you say, no, we're not playing it anymore, I'm gonna fucking punch you square in the face." We didn't play it for a few weeks, and then that's when they were like, "Yeah, these guys play this game." So I was like, "Yeah, okay."
yeah. Fuck, I forgot about Phoenix. Yeah. It's another name haven't heard in yonks, but I don't think he wasn't. I mean, he was a cool guy, but it wasn't like one of the most important people that I was looking forward to meet,
Look,
because he slowly drifted away. You know,
if I ever see him, like I have a conversation with him, but I don't actively go and try and hang out with him.
yeah. But nah, I've never played a game like that ever in my life, and that's probably one of the best gaming,
It's such a fun game.
one of the best gaming experiences that I've had since I've been playing when I was a little kid. That was probably like top 3 best moments of my life, because the people that I've met, the way you can talk to people and talk shit, open proximity, Mike.
Dude,
I've
it was
never
so
experienced
fun
it.
to talk shit to people in that game. I remember I started being like an idiot in one of the games,
Yeah,
and someone was just like insulted. They're like, dude, do you have fucking like autism or something?
yeah, exactly.
Like,
You
what's wrong
always
with
had
you?"
that.
And it's so fucking
Yeah,
fun.
exactly. That's why
It's
I
just
want to get onto PC Friday, because I met a few people on playing it, but like recently when I try to get on small lobbies, you've got these fucking cunts with the worst attitudes. That's why I love to talk shit with my friends
Also,
about
my
these people.
favorite, my my favorite thing is when like someone would be playing Jason, and they turned on like a deep voice changer,
Oh,
and they just start like acting like they were like like they were Jason, and they'd be like, "I'm coming to kill you."
I just
now."
love like when everyone's spectating when they're dying and just like commentating on the last two people that are alive and just talking shit. Oh, this guy's shit. What a dumb move and all that stuff. Nah, I just remember all the lobbies and stuff. It's like if Khan and I didn't log on, that it makes you overthink things sometimes. It's like if just say if Khan and I got the game a month late, 2 late, or 3 months late, we might have never even met you guys or Edison or Pasquale first. That just makes you think like, we were there at the right time, and it was I think, yeah, it was fucking Pasquale's old name, fucking SS underscore Prodigy or some shit like that.
Yeah, SS Prodigy Kills or
Yeah,
some shit.
some weird fucking PlayStation 3 name, but it was him, JJ Kills, which is Edison's little brother, and Edison. It was like, I always think about that. Like, what happened if we didn't buy the game and Khan and I waited for, because I know Dead by Daylight was coming like in 2 months after the release of Friday the 13th, and it was just, bro, makes you think about it. But nah, I'm so grateful that that shit happened because it made a more than a friendship, you know, from online gaming to now in real life, and you know it's a rare these days that for it to last as long.
That never really. I want to say it happens, but I haven't seen any like great big circumstances of that happening.
Yeah, it's not like I would mean like rarely, but like when it comes to like, because we could have played it for 2 months, and you cunts would have been like, oh sorry, I was saying you cunts, sorry, you guys would have said like, oh, you know what, these can't and that, nah, fuck it, we'll unfriend them. Like you guys could have done that at any moment, but you guys put up with Khan and I, well mainly me, for fucking, because you know Khan's less to handle.
Playing with you. I remember unless it was like really like late at night and I went to sleep, but you guys were get on,
or
get
fall
on.
asleep
And I was
on
like, no,
fucking
fuck off, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
That's the thing. You would fucking like force me to get on at like fucking 11:30 at night.
I don't know
and
what
then I'd
games
be
it
like,
was. I forgot what
oh
it was.
man, we're playing zombies.
Oh yeah, when you fell asleep on the mic.
Do you remember we were doing the Easter egg? And
It
you
was
were like,
the
James, what's the next step? And then I was like,
yeah, it was the, I still remember it. It was the Black Ops 4 map. It was the more recent one. Before I stopped playing PS4 at the time, it was the Black Ops 4 map. It was the Mob of the Dead one, which was one of the maps with the original characters,
Yeah.
obviously. And we're in that little house area where you get transported. I'm not sure if it's even the Eisendrache or that. Oh no, it was either Ogorad Covey or some shit. It was one of those, and we're in a little house, and we had to. I think you had to defend it in a periodic of time. So it was Edison and I, and you were slowly getting there. But I was like, Edison, why is James in a corner? And we slowly like analyzed, like,
because you guys were doing so good at defending. I was just like, maybe I can just sit here
Yeah.
and rest my eyes for a few
and I was
minutes.
like, Edison, James is staying still, and I was like, Edison, wait. And then you see, and like,
he's yelled into
yeah.
the mic, and
I was like, Edison, do you want to do like a fucking tsunami fucking alarm? And he fucking blew into the mic. It was amazing. We did that so many times. I remember one instance, before we get sidetracked again, was when I was playing FIFA by myself around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. You and Edison were in a call. I was bloody packing all these players and doing all the typical boring shit. And I get an invite from Edison, and Edison's like, he's talking with, because I never been in a call with him where he whispers like this. He's like, yeah, Matthew, do you know James is snoring? You snored like, bro, like, does Shrek snore in any of his fucking movies? You sound like Shrek. So. You snored so fucking loud, and we kept on laughing. I recorded it. It was one of my old videos and stuff.
Edison has no fucking right. Edison has no fucking right to sit here and slander my fucking snoring. You've probably never fucking slept in the same room as him. When you fucking do, you fucking regret it.
I feel like us all big fellas, like, I think...
The thing is, though, fucking my
loud.
whole group snores. Like,
Yeah.
my whole friends group snores. We're all fucking horrible snores. But we'll all shit on each other for snoring. We can't hear our own snoring.
Yeah, of course.
So we don't know how bad it is.
You would have to take the other person's word.
Dude, fucking, my mate Jordan has some fucking weird snores. I was at my sister's house, like house sitting, and she was like, if you want to invite your mates up, you can. I walked out in the middle of the night, and my friend Jordan was just like, I was just like, what the fuck is that noise? And I walked out. Like, I kept walking like into the lounge room. And it was him, and I was just like, dude, shut up. I shook my head and went, Jordan, shut up.
Jeez.
He woke up and was like, what? What are you doing?
Oh
You
man.
you sound like a dog's squeaky toy. Shut up.
It makes you because I'll quickly say this last part of the thing, but because I know Khan never played the old gen consoles, like PS3 or 360s. You play PS3, right, Jim?
I did.
It makes you. There's like these moments when you play those games that like, oh shit, I remember that one guy that I played games with, but you were too young to
Yeah.
like, take advantage of. Realizing that these are people that you can make friendships out of and stuff, and like. You wish you had recording software, because recording back then was a bit like, bro, thank God we're not on fucking Xbox where PlayStation we can record and shit. But
I met I don't know why this makes me think of something. You know who wife? Now before you fucking jump to conclusions, I'm not saying I met the real one, but you know who White Boy 7 Street is?
yeah, he's the guy. Did he go to prison before?
I don't know.
I think he went to prison. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All I know is that he's a YouTuber, but I had this guy in one of my fucking Modern Warfare 3 lobbies claim he was White Boy 7
Oh
Street.
nah, yeah. It's the white boy. Yeah. He played
And
all the COD games.
and I was just like, he's like, oh, you fathead bound, and I was like fucking 13 or 12 at the time. I was like, yeah, and he's like, do you know who White Boy 7 Street is? I was like, no. He's like, it's me. I said,
Nah, because I feel like that people
Who's
who
that?
like I feel like people no James, because I feel like people who people
He's trying
who
to
like
trick
claim
me.
or say like, oh yeah, just say if I'm PewDiePie or something like that because my name. It's like, oh, do you
In
know who
fairness,
PewDiePie
the
is?
voices did sound very similar.
Oh yeah, then you can take that into account. But like the same people, like you can tell if they're bullshit if you're saying like, oh, you read my name, do you know who I am? Like most YouTubers, I mean it's COD, so maybe they expect a reaction like, oh shit, you're that famous YouTuber, but
Yeah.
yeah, but you remember those moments that you were younger and that you met special people. I remember I had a conversation with Yasmin, and she fucking outlined so many people she's met on Black Ops 2 and shit that she remembers from our old PlayStation account, and like just outlining all these stories and shit, and like that just like refreshed my memory on when I first got a Xbox 360, playing all these COD games, and I've added all these dudes, and like people talk about their lives, their story and shit. It's like, bro, I wish I could go back to those times, because like you remember those special people. Yeah, sorry.
I was friends with these two people,
Mm.
and one of them was quite nice. Like he was a bit weird, but he was nice. But this other guy, he was such a dick for no reason too. Like he just like attacked the bloke for no reason.
Jesus.
And I remember I'm not friends with either of them now, but I remember one day we were playing GTA, and he just we're trying to have fun, but he just kept killing the other dude. And the other dude went into passive mode. And then the guy was just like, "You're a fucking pussy. You're a fucking pussy. I'm gonna leak you fucking." He was just going a bit too far. Like he was getting way too aggressive for the situation. Like he was like, I don't know if he was drunk or on something, but he's just like, I'm gonna fucking dox your fucking. I'm gonna send someone to your fucking house. It's like, oh my god, relax. And he's like, no, I've had enough of this. I'm not being friends with him anymore. It's just like, oh my god, you guys are fucking psychopaths.
Yeah, because like I don't know, can't wouldn't. I would say can't, because you only play like Wii and shit. You didn't play like 360 or PlayStation 3, did you?
Nah, I was just
Like you skipped to Wii straight to PlayStation, but I'm glad you didn't have to put up with that environment of like people don't mean what they actually say in there. They're all fucking childish and shit. And when you actually grow up and look back on it, it's like, bro, these cunts are fucking sad as, you know.
I used to
One more, James, on your, what are you gonna say?
Did you ever used to watch like troll videos?
Black Ops 2 troll videos, yeah.
Yeah. But then, like, you just be like, oh, I can do this, and then you try to troll someone, and then they just start calling you a cunt.
Yeah.
It happened to me once as a 12-year-old. I was like, I'm gonna go troll some gamers in an epic trolling way. And then oh fuck, what did I do? I blocked someone in a corner with a riot shield, and I was like, troll. and like, dude, you're such a fucking faggot. I hope you're gonna fucking be killed one day. I hope you fucking know that. Like, oh my god.
Yeah,
And then I
because
just got
yeah,
out. I fucking ran away. And
because I remember when I used to watch Vanos Gaming. So this will be the last point. When I watched Vanos Gaming, he did this video with his group where they did ninja diffusers, and Black Ops 2 ninja diffusing was pretty fucking like common, and I wanted to kind of follow that step. So we obviously were about to win the match, and we ended up losing, but it was because of the 2 rounds I was left alive in Search and Destroy. I tried to ninja defuse, and I was Bro, the amount of fucking insult I gotten because of that. I was called the N word. I was called everything. I did not know what those words meant as well. I think it was around after the time of Black Ops 2 came out. Bro, I was just like, I don't know how I reacted to like talking shit, because back then if someone talks shit to me online, I'm obviously gonna fucking arc up and say like, you're fucking talking big and shit. But I just couldn't imagine little Pitty back then, how much shit I would have gotten. Like, I don't think I cried or anything. I don't know. I don't know how I reacted to that type of hate and shit like that, because of fucking not completing a ninja defuse in fucking Search and Destroy and being called the N word or all sorts of terrible fucking words. So that makes you kind of look back and you kind of appreciate it, that people
I wish
like
the
that.
PS3 had a clipping system like the
Yeah,
fucking PS4.
yeah. It makes you
'Cause
regret not recording shit
honestly,
back then, because local manners.
honestly,
But
I'd say my PS3 days had a lot more funnier shit than
yeah,
the
I think
PS4 days.
anyone would say the same thing as well,
'Cause,
James. Because not everyone was allowed to record shit without paying so much money.
What do you mean? Like, because I play zombies with like Zach, Edison, and Ben, and there was there was so many moments with Ben, because Ben used to be like this little fucking idiot who just didn't know how to play games that well. So we'd play zombies and we'd play Transit, and he'd just be so shit at Transit. And fucking, what was it? Who was I playing GTA 5? I was playing GTA 5 with someone.
Couldn't tell you, Jim. Couldn't tell you.
And playing GTA 5, and we were doing the heist, and the mission failed because we all got fucking like blown up because someone fucking, because we're standing near a bunch of bikes, someone ran over one of the bikes, and then they all just fucking like domino effected exploded. Fucking just took so long to do this. It was Phoenix. I remember, because we all fucking started yelling at Phoenix. And I feel bad for Phoenix, but we started yelling at Phoenix. But yeah, I honestly, I never spent too much time playing with strangers.
Yeah.
At all. And I kind of regret it, because like I see, because with the Rec Room and VR chat, it's so easy to like talk to strangers and also piss them off.
Like VR chat and shit and Rec Room. Like, I played Rec Room before I stopped playing PlayStation, so I played downloaded on PS4, and it was an interesting experience. A lot of dickhead kids, I'll tell you that. It's like, oh, you're fucking Australian and stuff like that. But
I did something very bad the other week.
Alright, oh god, here we go again. Alright, last story until we go next topic. Alright, go ahead.
Some two Irish guys would, because I was talking to this large group of people. I was like, guys, do you like Imagine Dragons? And they're like, yeah, they're alright. And I was like, well, Imagine Dragon these nuts across your face.
Whoa.
And I walked off. I started laughing. But then these two Irish guys were like, oh, but there's people in the fucking crowd that are 13. I was like, I wouldn't have fucking known that. What the fuck are you on about? And he's just like, dude, you're a fucking pedophile. But they were only saying it to me. And I was walking off and like, dude, you're a pedophile. And no one heard them. And I was like, but then when we got near a crowd, I was just like, guys, these two guys over here are pedophiles. And then everyone started accusing them of being pedophiles.
Oh, Jesus.
And then people were like, you're a fucking pedophile. I'm like, shut up. Like, you hit it. And then I was like, yeah, they were saying really uncomfortable things about 13-year-olds in this room. And everyone started apparently fucking people were like threatening to fucking like turn off their fucking internet, and I was like, oh my god, what have I done? So I left the room.
Thank you very much. Simple as that.
And I never went back.
Thanks, Mum. Oh, jeez.
So I may have caused people people's lives to be ruined.
What the fuck?
They were being really unfunny. Like they're like, "Oh, you're Australian.
Nah, you got cunts like that American that
how's
say that shit.
It's so funny because these guys mix up Australia and New Zealand. She's like, yeah, I heard everyone's a hobbit over there, and I was like, it's fucking New Zealand. What the
Yeah,
fuck
that's
you
New
on
Zealand
about?
got 'em mixed
Two
up, bro.
fucking completely different countries. He's like, no, same thing. And I was like, no, it's not, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
thing. Get out of here.
Okay. Nice.
Next topic.
Alright, next topic. We've got two more.
Next
We've got two
topic.
more, then we'll end it
Let's
off there.
go.
Okay, got two. Oh, they're pretty small, I would say. I want to say.
When
I think
say
you guys.
let's
I think
go, add a picture of me as the baby.
the baby. Maybe not.
I'll edit it for you. You just
No.
need to put it in.
Yeah, I'll send it to you in Chef. Actually, no worries. What you call it? So also, I think you guys know EDP. Eat that pussy 445.
Fuck's sake,
You've
yeah.
seen the backlash on him about that shit.
Have you watched the video?
I've watched the
is
whole
so
video.
funny.
It is so.
It
I think because when you think about it, the guy that cancelled and was being the decoy as the little girl, that EDP is obviously a fucking pedo. That guy's not much of a good person himself either, because he's been caught, and also his
Oh, yeah.
his
Have
YouTube
you
channel.
seen the video?
Yeah.
Have you seen the video where he's talking to the 15-year-old? Like, yeah, we're trying to fool him. Can you take a picture without your shirt on? And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, these guys really like when 15-year-olds take off their shirts. You should do that. It's so fucking. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, so
shut up.
the other day YouTube banned obviously EDP for the shit that he got, because he is a fucking pedo, and
Yeah.
also the guy that made the video on EDP of being the decoy. He also, I think he's some Heart Goldstein, something like shit like that. So he got in trouble as well. Whatever the fuck his name, yeah. And yeah, he got in trouble because they also found some of the old shit he said. Because you know how usually when people get cancelled, they look at their old shit. But pretty recent shit this guy done was like saying all this racial slurs and stuff. But
Yeah, he was like saying harder N-words.
yeah, exactly. And recently, yeah, he got his account suspended or banned, YouTube account banned as well. So I was like gonna ask, how do you guys feel? I mean, if you're a person that's actually finds some of
Well,
these shit funny, I think some of these shit used to be funny, but yeah.
I'll be honest. One, I never really found EDP funny.
I mean, because when it comes to the sport, I understand the sport she was talking about, but gradually when you as we got older and his content started to simmer down, where he wasn't that funny, he was like trying his hardest to trying to be funny, saying all this vulgar, edgy
Yeah.
shit, and that bit him on the ass. And now this guy's fucking a pedophile. And I used to like his shit. I actually thought it was funny.
He got called out for it like 5 months ago, but people just swept it under the rug as,
Yeah,
or he just says that it's dark humor, guys.
Yeah.
It's not real.
exactly.
And then I remember when all this shit was like coming out, a lot of people were just like, no, I think it's just a publicity stunt. I said, out of all the things you could use for a publicity stunt,
Yeah, pedophilia.
pedophilia is the way that someone
not a
would
joke
go?
as well. I mean, I wouldn't be
so
surprised with someone like EDP.
I'd love
I would love that to be what it
love-
would have been if that was the
Ah.
outcome, but the outcome is more fucked.
I love in the video how the guy's like, so like, why are you here? And he's like, I just came to get a cupcake. And
Yeah,
then
that's
go
it.
back home." It's like, that's your excuse. Just say you're going on like a fucking. Just anything else would have been better. It's just like, I'm actually came out here to get a
Exactly, because like after that, he was blatantly he's admitting to everything that he's done. It was shock to my ears.
He didn't legally have to talk. I mean, it still would have looked bad either way.
Yeah, exactly.
But he legally didn't have to talk.
Yeah, and it made him look more fucking worse because
Just
he's admitted
started
that
admitting it.
he's admitted
I mean,
that
like,
he goes for 13,
the
14
cat
year
was
olds.
already out of the bag. 'cause,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
They had fucking evidence, but I mean, like,
What about you, Con? What do you feel about it? Because I mean, you've seen EDP before.
Yeah, when I first heard about it, I thought, oh great, another one of those like fake accusations to take
yeah.
down a celebrity, right? Because it
Mhm.
happens so often. I just thought, okay, it's probably just another one of that. And then I watched the video, and I'm like, oh no, this is actually a real one this time. It's not one of the fakes.
Mm.
And then immediately when I realized it was all true, I was like, oh no, I have to unsubscribe from the guy. So
Yeah.
then I went to his channel. I had to unsubscribe because I knew as soon as it all went public, they would check to see who was subscribed to him. I don't know why they would do it. I know somehow they would find out, like, oh, you were subscribed to that person.
Nah, cause like at the end of the day, can't yeah. Obviously, you gotta overthink it and think of like that way. But of course, like say what 2.5 million people who subscribe to him are people who are into that stuff. You know, so of course they wouldn't say, oh yeah, you can't is into that stuff.
Yeah, I just watched
Continue
his
talking.
video.
Continue talking.
He used to watch well, no, he didn't watch. He made a whole bunch of videos just, yeah, making fun of his Eagles or whatever, right? Like making fun of his dad always, getting in the way. And then after a while, he started doing some streams from YouTube. And I always saw it as just a way for him to collect like $20 donations, doing people favors, stuff like that. So I was like, oh, the guy sort of quit. He's just taking the easy route.
Yep.
And then this video comes out, and this was like the final straw. This is like, nah, he's done. There's no coming back from this.
Yeah, because like it's fucked. Because a lot of people thought he was funny because he was like this one outcast YouTuber. He has a huge fucking platform. He had like what 2.5 million subscribers. So all these YouTubers that who are bigger than him are like, shit, damn, we didn't expect him. We know he said all this fucking scandalous fucking sus shit about underage girls. This guy ends up actually wanting to fucking do it. He's done it before. So of course it shocks me because there's been instances where people's favorite YouTubers turn out to be the worst human beings. I don't know if you guys know any YouTubers that have indulged in this type of shit. I think there used to be a few YouTubers. I think there was a YouTuber. I think maybe you know him. I'm not sure, but his name Yummy Mash. Do you know him?
No, I don't.
He used to do content with Markiplier at the time, and he had a huge following. He had like 2 million subscribers, and soon after he sent a picture of himself naked to an underage girl that he didn't know. His fucking career's ruined. He averages like maybe 1,000 views a video, and he has 2 point something million subscribers. So like, you never know who could be a thing. Yeah, sorry.
It's weird. It's weird seeing YouTubers who are like on top of their game throw it away so quickly. Because it's like fucking.
Because you would want their platform as well, Jim, as well. Because any of us would want their platform that they're having. Because
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Small fucking creators, right? Here's what I hate about like the whole like creator system. It's like don't like these because a lot of people create a facade, sort of. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They make a cat. They're not really themselves.
No.
So then, when their true selves come out, it's just everyone gets sort of bamboozled, and it's just like, okay, so we've essentially let this guy who turned out to be fucking creepy as shit.
Yeah.
Get to this level of it'd be like if it'd be like if tomorrow it came out that PewDiePie was running a fucking human trafficking ring.
Yeah, bro.
How fucked would that be?
That would be like people who've seen him grow. Like, I don't watch him now because he's pretty fucking boring now, in my opinion. Because it's not obviously he's old shit.
Here's what I hate, actually. Yeah, I'll get back to that. You go first. I'll get back to.
No, but just could imagine that people who bro. When I grew up, I fucking loved his horror games. I loved him. But just imagine, like, in a few years' time, like, oh shit, PewDiePie's. Well, he's a fucking horrible example. Oh, his wife is actually his sister. Imagine that. That would be fucked up. So, like anything can change anything. It's just scary. It's scary.
Here's what I fucking hate. Here's what I fucking despise. I hate Reddit review videos.
Oh yeah, me too.
I hate Reddit reviews. I hate you laugh, you lose.
Oh,
just by any content creator.
I mean,
not just PewDiePie. It's just anyone. I mean, sometimes they're funny.
If you do it like every once in a while,
you do it every day.
Yeah, no.
That's why I don't watch PewDiePie anymore. Because all he does is just like, oh, it's time to look at Reddit memes.
No, because it's good in a sense because you're kind of like seeing what your community's up to, and it is his subreddit. But at the same time, don't do it every day because that means like you're kind of lacking content. But if you do it, two times a
You do,
month.
like,
2 times a month, I would
yeah.
say that's fine. That's flexible. That's like you can actually make other content than just reacting to your own fans' shit. So it's just
Yeah.
lack of creativity.
Because that's what fucking. Well, this is gonna be a fucking.
That's one shit.
That's what fucking Mini Lad was doing until
Oh
he turned
yeah,
out to be a pedophile.
that's one fucking YouTuber. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so Khan, you know Mini Lad?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
one or two of his
Bro,
videos, but I don't know too well.
we grew up. I grew up watching Vanos Gaming's crew as well.
Mm.
Those guys were pretty funny at the time. They're fucking boring now. They do the same shit, unfortunately. But obviously, I've grown up. They're still, you know, the same thing, and you can chuckle. But
I
like
think-
back then,
I
it was
think-
funny.
I think Nogla is still pretty funny.
Oh, Nogla,
I've,
yeah.
I've watched a few of their fucking videos.
Like Nogla's unique.
I think the only two videos that the only two creators that I think are actually like pretty still decent people are Nogla and fucking Vanos.
Yeah, Vanos is like he's not. He
But
just
he
makes
does
videos.
music now.
Yeah, he does music, and he's like he's very his own person. He's not gonna go out there making Q&A, show his face off half of the time. But no, I love
Yeah.
those guys. But also Mini Lad, like obviously they had that little dispute with Terrorize and the rest of their groups, members saying like, oh, they play the same shit. That's true. For me, that's how I feel. They're playing the same shit still, when I'm not kind of getting bored of it.
True, but I mean like.
And look what he's done. This guy talks to minors, and he's trying to creep back to his platform. Oh, we'll get help and stuff. Like, okay, good, you're getting help, but do you realize that people they wish to be you to get your platform? People who are more interesting than you, that don't do these type of pedophilic acts or anything like that. That's what pisses me off.
I didn't like the whole Carson thing either.
Oh yeah, I mean he's a fucking weird
People-
cunt. But
Carson, people defended it because it was 17, but it's just like still fucking weird.
yeah, it's still weird. If you've seen the text messages that so can't
Plus,
so yeah, what you say?
plus he was like still using a fan for like he was using his power that he had for that's essentially what Harvey Weinstein did.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
these people are just like, no, it's okay. It's not okay. It's fucked.
Yeah, so so there's a YouTuber named Call Me Carson, right? And he's like this. He's known for being a little bit socially awkward and stuff. And
Oh
yeah,
wait, Minecraft.
Minecraft, yeah.
Okay.
And he supposedly got with a girl named Caterino, but there's all this story saying that they didn't actually get together, and she fucked a guy named Fitz. And if you're into the YouTube Aussie gaming scene, you know who Fitz is. And basically there's like stories saying like, oh, Carson wasn't actually with her and that Fitz things, and everyone attacked Fitz and Caterino because like, bro, Carson seems like this innocent bloke.
Yeah.
And straight after that, he gets accused of this shit, of talking to a girl that's 2 years. Was it 2 years younger, Jim? At the time, I think was it 2 years younger?
Yeah, he was 19. She was 17.
Yeah.
Which
yeah. That.
See, like,
Yeah.
okay, we get it. Like in some countries, that's fine, but still, it's still not here, mate.
Like-
It's still weird. Regardless, it's still weird. And if you've seen the text messages, the way he talks to the girl, it's very like sus, old man, sugar daddy
It's
thing.
sus.
It's sus. It's fucking sus. The way
It is sus.
like if you search anyone searching up who's watching this, is that you will see the way he talks to this girl. It seems really creepy. Like, I get it, whatever the way you talk to people, whatever. But bro, if this guy's supposed to be the fucking most innocent angel, and we should feel sorry for him about what happened to him, or this guy stole his girl and stuff, no, because what he did is fucked up, and he's a weird cunt. But I mean, obviously he's not gonna get the same treatment as fucking EDP, because EDP is the worst fucking in the other spectrum than Carson.
EDP's like fucking like 29.
Yeah, and he's 13, 14-year-old
How old
girls.
is EDP?
I think he's in his early, either late 20s or early 30s, but the girls he goes for is only 13 to 14 years of age, and he's done it before. And he said this before.
Oh, no.
He said these in his videos as a joke, and look, he's done this in real life, and that's what shocks me, is that people who we watch through our life end up being, it's like, what was that fucking cliche quote? It's like, live long enough, I mean, you're the hero, and then live long enough to be the villain or some shit like that. Do you know, like that
Yeah,
cliche
you either
quote?
die a hero or
Yeah. Can you say that without me fucking
you
stuttering? I don't know.
either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, because I can't speak English. But yeah, that
from
exactly fucking that quote exactly fits with all the people who grew up to see these people as saints who deserve their
Yeah, dude,
popularity.
EDP is exactly
that.
30.
Exactly 30. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's not like,
What is
oh,
EDP's net worth?
Yeah, he made a lot of money because I mean,
He's worth $2 million.
yeah, because the videos he made were pretty censored because YouTube didn't like, obviously, because he's talking about pussy and shit like that
Where did
and
EDP grow up?
and underage girls. But obviously,
way.
if you've seen, I think, Khan, did you mention like he has a cameo as well? So he got people to say all this,
Right.
but his cameo cost so much money. His cameo was like $200, and people were paying for him to say "Happy birthday, motherfucker" and all that typical EDP shit.
Yeah.
And now when
Dude,
people,
he's fucking tall as well.
yeah, he's tall, he's a big fella, he's 30.
6'1".
Because it's not like he's dating girls that are just above the legal age. He's
yeah,
dating.
but he's massively
but
obese.
he's
How is he that tall?
I don't know.
All that food's got to,
But
gotta
yeah,
work.
it's just the nail in the coffin. It's not a girl that's just above legal age. She's fucking 13. 13 to 14 years of age, and you're a 30-year-old man. It scares you. It scares you.
In Japan.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with Philippines and Japan, those are the age of consent, and that's again
really fucked. Man.
Again, it's very fucked for them. It might seem normal for them. For anyone who's watching, they know it's okay. If you live in those type of areas, then it's fine for you. That's okay. But of course, you got to take in consideration for us who live in a place where the age of consent is a lot more higher, because it, in my opinion, it should be, because you should be
shoot myself in the mouth than ever fucking have to.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it either. 100%.
Nah, I'd rather die. I couldn't.
My
ever fucking
manlyhood wouldn't want me to put myself on the person through that, because
It disgusts me.
it's disgusting.
like,
It fucking makes me disgust. It disgusts me out.
I remember someone made it because I was talking about. I don't know. Someone made a joke. I don't remember who it was. I was at a party and someone made a joke about pedophilia, and ever since I've been an uncle, pedophilia jokes just don't sit right with me for some reason.
Yeah, exactly, because you know, like
Like,
you
I
say, like the
can't do it.
uncle jokes and stuff like that. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
100%.
it's like the creepy. It's like no, like if anyone touched my niece in a weird way, I'd fucking.
Because you'll
I'd kill
obviously
them.
make a joke, but like when you're in that position, just say eventually in 10 or 15 years you have kids and stuff, and like make the jokes and stuff about incest and stuff, like, like, okay, that's kind of funny, but you wonder if that's still funny now, and that you are in that position now where you'll
But
probably
see,
find it
it's just, like,
offensive.
It's such a because with my niece and nephew, I wouldn't want any harm
Of course, bro. Of course you don't.
going towards them of any
course.
fucking harm.
Of course.
Here's the thing. I don't. The thing with the thing with grooming and sexual abuse towards a child is that 9 times out of 10 the child always feels like shit. Like they feel like they did something wrong.
Yeah, that's why they
I don't
speak up
think
about
a
it.
child should ever have to feel like they did something wrong for an action they couldn't help.
Exactly, because it's such a new thing for them. They are scared, and obviously the parents is like, if they, or just say any kid that's young gets raped by for example, an uncle or anyone like that, of course the parents won't take them seriously, because who's teaching you these things? And most kids don't have the guts to speak up about it, and that's the one thing about getting abused at a young age. Is it's hurtful, and then any crime against a child, it's the lowest of the lows of being a human being ever, and it saddens me. It makes me very upset that people would come to terms in doing that, and the mindset don't want to be put in those shoes ever.
This is a very deep episode of Pitty podcast. I just want to say, every other episode I've been in has just been an hour and 30 minutes of wheezing. This has been a very deep episode of the Pitty's podcast.
I mean, is that a good thing or what?
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to have variety.
I mean, we're just to have like, since from,
the other episode.
or since we,
The
okay,
other
we'll
episode
stop
I've
talking
been in.
about all that depressive shit. But we know what our standpoint is on that fucked up shit. But quickly, I'll say the last topic, but we'll talk about this for a sec. Is that from 2019, from now, it's like, I won't say I've changed, but I take podcasting a little bit more seriously. That I can take advantage of actually having a one-on-one conversation with you guys. That we can actually talk, compared to like, fun shit on the side. Like, that's what I want to do. Just talk more serious stuff about life and stuff, because
I think the variety is good.
Yeah.
It's just like a very weird contrast. Well, not weird. it's a good weird.
I
It's
think
just,
I
it's a
think
contrast
majority
from,
of the times we've had you on a podcast, it's always been
it's just
either bullying
it's
each
just
other,
people laughing.
roasting each other, wheezing. That one podcast with one of my old friends,
The
Jamie,
choir.
the gay. It was the one gay choir with Minty and Chili, but
That
the
was a
very
funny
previous
episode, though.
one was with Khan, and we were talking about the Muslims and stuff. Khan was laughing, and then I laughed like the wild coyote, and it was one of the funniest podcasts I've ever done. But no, I like to take it seriously and. Well, obviously joke, because not always gonna have a depressing
Yeah.
tone and shit. But no, I'm glad we're talking on a human level in a sense about these unfortunately depressing stuff. But no, that's good. Is there anything else you want to talk about that subject, or that's it? I mean, well, obviously,
Nah, that's it.
Like, that's it, Con. Nothing you want to say?
I'll ask a quick question,
Okay, yeah.
but it's like a fun question. What would you, if wait, who was the guy that did the pills in the drink? Austin something?
Bill
Bill
Cosby.
Cosby.
Yeah, Cosby.
Say
If-
Austin.
No, anyway, whatever. if
Austin
if,
Powers.
if Bill Cosby was standing in front of you, what would you say to him?
I don't know. That's just a
Wait,
weird question.
wait. What'd you say? I'll say it again. Kind of legit blacked out. What'd you say?
If Bill Cosby was standing in front of you, what would you say to him?
I want to say your shows were pretty cool, but you're a weird fuck and you deserve to be in prison. That's what I probably would say.
Right.
Because he
Have you
shows.
seen that?
Because he
Have you
shows.
seen that?
Oh, cool.
Oh fuck! I don't know if I'm remembering this right. But remember, he was getting walked out of court in handcuffs.
Oh, when he does the
or some
little,
shit?
he does the little back turn thing.
Yeah.
No, I swear, there's a video where he also does the Fat Albert impression. He walks past, he's like, hey, and he just walks past.
I've never seen that. I've only seen when he does that little sidestep thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that as well. That's funny.
Nah, because he was a very good
mean, like,
comedian and stuff, but like
He's
damn,
a horrible
he's
person.
horrible
but
fucking
I mean,
person.
Like, he's also fucking funny.
Like his shows were good. Like he's a very respected comic at the time, and you
But
know.
again, I don't know
yeah.
why. I don't know why he would throw that away.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
He had a good career going. I don't know why it was just like, oh, well.
No idea why people do that. So is that all, Khan? Is that all you want to ask? Was
yeah,
that
I'm
it?
just thinking what I would say.
Yeah, what would you say? Give us the rundown of what you'd say.
Would you get some like
I would probably say
tips and tricks on how to, live life?
Tips and tricks.
I don't know.
I'll probably
Like
say,
an ITN review.
hey Cosby, stop stealing my moves.
Oh no.
You just shout that out in the back. That'd be funny.
Yeah. By the way, that wasn't my joke. That was a Norm McDonald.
Oh
Are you-
yeah.
Are
Fucking
you
love
in?
Norm
Are you in
Macdonald.
your dorm room right now?
I'm back home in my room.
Oh, I thought.
Nah, Norm Macdonald's
I
one of my
was gonna
favorite
say,
comics. He's fucking hilarious. Okay, all right. Well, we finished talking about that. I mean, that was good. We talked a bit more serious
Next
here.
topic.
All right, so this is the last topic.
Let's go.
This is like the last one, and then I'll follow up with the last one. But this one quickly. This is a quick question. Do you believe in ghosts? Simple as that. Or if you ever had like an experience where it felt out of like supernatural, or because I mean, are you a believer of ghosts? Because like for me, it's a bit 50-50 because I've
I believe
experienced
in
something.
Yeah, I'm very 50-50 about like. There's been like I don't think there's been any conclusive evidence. I believe in like I think there's like spirits and shit. Like I don't think there's like.
I believe
cats with a
I
friendly
believe
ghost,
there's
but
an
I think
energy.
there's, like,
An energy.
yeah, I believe there's energy, but that's it.
So do you have a story or a thing that you want to, sorry, something that you have experienced, sorry, I fucking went blank there, Khan or James, about anything that is off or something that you think is supernatural but you have no answer for it, or anything ghost, anything related? I took it legit from the H3 podcast because I'm a kind of a believer in a sense, but I've experienced something before.
No, I haven't really experienced anything, but I'm just like.
Yeah.
I can't explain. I think there's energy, but I don't think there's
Like
like
Khan or
Casper type ghosts.
Khan or Khan?
Yeah.
What about you? Have you experienced anything?
Well,
Cause
I'm 50-50 on it.
but do you have a story
well,
though?
at
Because
least
I'll
I
tell you
used
mine
to.
after. I'll tell you guys mine after.
Well, no, if you're that keen on telling a story, you should say
No,
it
no, no, no,
first.
no. Up to you. No, no, no. I'm just saying. Like, for you? I wanna.
I'll make it quick then.
No, take it down.
This was in primary. I'm assuming either year 5 or year 6, and we're in these cabins, right, for camp, and you have to write down the names of people that you'd want to be in a cabin with. So of course, a whole bunch of you, would they'll get together, write each other's names down. Anyway, so it's they say, all right, lights out, so everyone's got to go to sleep, and everyone's sleeping, everyone's having a fun time, and then I open my eyes in the middle of the night, and I see one of the people in my cabin just standing in the middle of the cabin with standing still, but their head is down, and I'm like, bro, this is so freaky right now. Like, I know the guy's name, I know the guy. I haven't seen him after that day. I never saw him again. But yeah, in the middle of the night, I woke up. I looked to see, what was going on, and the dude was just standing in the middle of the cabin with his head down. I'm like, all right, time to go back to sleep. Time to put this back where I found it. Like, let's just forget about it. So then I wake up.
I mean, that could be a bad case of sleepwalking, though. You'd say.
Well, I woke up and then the guy was back in his bed, and I thought, okay, maybe because he fixed himself up.
Yeah, because you've seen like the bad cases of sleep, very very bad cases of sleepwalking. It's like, bro, people do their daily chores while they're fucking sleepwalking, but that guy's probably probably shut the malfunction halfway.
Dude, people sort their life out in a sleepwalk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get stuff done, bro.
Yeah.
They get more done in a sleepwalk than in the usual day. Yeah, and then after that, I was just like, oh, maybe something was taking over him. And I just thought, oh, it was a ghost or a spirit or something, right? And then after a while, the guy's like, oh, no, I just have severe sleepwalking, whatever.
Okay.
I was
I
like,
think
okay,
it's
that'll solve. Yeah.
10 nothing for you, James. Nothing. Did you say? James?
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but you
Okay.
didn't say anything there. You said nothing from
my
you.
bad.
Nothing you'd say. Any experiences?
Nah, I mean, there's been a weird few instances, and this could just be my niece being a fucking nutcase. There's been instances where, like, we've gone to my nan's house, who's, like, sadly been passed away for 2 years. But she'd go into, like, my nan's room, and all we'd hear from my nan's room was just her going, "Hi, Omar. Yeah, I've been good, Omar." And it's just like, the fuck? Who's she talking to? And then she'd come back in, we're like, who are you talking to, Charlie? She's like, Omar. And it's just like, the fuck?
It's always seemed like little kids get to see.
Just be fucking...
Imagine
it'd be so fucking like weird if like kids could see ghosts until like the age of like 3, and then they just stop seeing them.
Yeah, because I've never experienced like anything like that. But it's always that one thing that the younger kids, that were below the age of 4 or 5, usually get to, sense and see the ones that used to.
Because when they get older, they get brainwashed by Scooby-Doo by that saying, "The ghosts aren't real."
But
Scooby-Doo is anti-ghost
I mean,
propaganda.
you could say how I see it for your niece is like, at least she knows that her grandmother's still there, your grandmother's still there, and I think it in a positive way. It's definitely good.
It's weird because I'm trying to think how old she was because she would have only been like 2 when fucking Nan passed away. So I don't remember how she was like when she was 2, but like it was very it's very weird that a year on that she was just like, "Hi, Omar," and it's just like she barely remembers a lot of things.
Yeah, I think you'll be surprised at the amount of shit young kids remember when I don't remember shit from when I'm 2, but I remember some certain aspects. I remember going to Philippines, and my great grandmother had chickens when I was a little kid, and I still remember that shit when I was 2.
This is really off topic, but I remember. I don't remember this, but my family tell me it all the time. When I was 2 or 3 or whenever, my sisters went outside to play, and my mum was changing my fucking shitty nappy. And when she put the new one on, she had to go take a phone call. So it was just me and a nappy, right? But my sisters left the front door open. And I opened the door, and I ran up the street in my nappy. Like I ran up the street in a nappy.
So you ran away from home? What the fuck?
But my sisters chased me.
Oh, okay. Well, at least they.
But I just started. but I just started running.
Nah, I think we have to keep an eye on you now, Jim. Fuck.
Yeah, no, I'm dangerous.
I bet you after that they made you wear those shoes that squeak when you step on them. You know what I mean? Just so that they know where you are. Like,
The
oh, he's
shoes
off
from
again.
Fucking SpongeBob.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, or maybe those light up shoes in case you decide to do a night mission,
in the dark.
escape in the dark. Yeah.
Dude, I have this really scary memory from when I was 2, and it's not even that scary. It's just I remember it being really scary. I woke up, because when I was young, I'd always wake up like very early morning, and I'd be scared, so I'd go to my parents' room. But it was always like my dad was about to go to work. For some reason, the TV was like staticky, and Dad came into the room, and he was like, and because I was staying on his side of the bed, he woke me up, and I was like, yeah, and he's like, you better not like mess up my bed, capiche? And I was like, okay. And then the TV was staticky, and I really hated. I don't know if it was just me. Did you guys hate when the TV was like staticky as a kid?
Not when I was a kid, but I would say when I was around 10. Oh, sorry, I'll quickly.
Like just pure white static.
I think
and it made
after
that
when I watched the
horrible fucking
have you watched the
noise.
The Ring
The Ring?
before when it comes out of the TV? That's the time where I actually got very paranoid if I was by myself in the home and that shit
No,
happened. But nothing
I was
before
always
then.
paranoid about it. Even before I saw The Ring, I just always hated it because it made such a horrible sound. And I was like, why? Why do you have to do this?
Mm.
I just didn't like it.
No, I think it's definitely ominous. I mean, I would be scared of it. Like, just say if I know it should be working and it isn't, and it's like a scary time or something. Yeah, of course I'd be scared. But nah, I'd never. Nah.
Actually, no matter what fucking time I'd wake up over like in the middle of the night and the TV's on, I'm always like, sort of not scared, but it's just like, sort of it feels like weird waking up at like 2 in the morning with your TV on, and just some random ad is on.
Yeah, I'll be scared. I'm scared of that as well. When I try to refix my sleep schedule, it scares me sometimes that I feel like I'm being watched sometimes. But that's just your brain fucking overthinking things, and I overthink a lot of things. But thank God.
I hate staying in like motels because when like we used to travel a lot, like we'd go to like somewhere in the Central Coast or some shit, or up the coast like as a family, but we'd always stay in these motels. They were really dodgy, so I was always scared that someone was gonna come in and just stab me.
I've never been into Australian hotel. Oh, maybe the camp in Canberra, but oh yeah, those were kind of like hotels, but we're close with other kids. But nah, I've been to the ones in Philippines. They're pretty good, but damn, they give like very
Like
ominous
there's
vibes.
good motels, but like when you stay in a shitty one, it's like
Some horror movie shit in it.
it's just I'd never stay in a hotel alone unless I have to. Like if I was stranded in buttfuck nowhere, I'd stay in a hotel, in a motel. But like,
Yeah.
nah.
I'll tell my story another time, but I got another one for you. But no, it's just random overthinking stuff. But because usually when you see dark, right, your brain does all these things that it has to make an image in your brain. So it's like you either speculate.
Like it's like a chair full of clothes.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god, that's a fucking goblin.
I grew up being that was the worst. If okay, so I remember, Khan and I when we were in year 11, we have to wear blazers, right? So it's got nothing to do with you, Khan, sorry, but you know we wear blazers, you know what I mean? And I have it on my gaming chair, and I always put it there so I can get ready, you know, instead of me confuffling around just in case I'm a bit late. And I picture the scariest fucking things ever. And I thought it was just I still overthink Slender Man sometimes, bro. Because when I was a kid, when was it? Year 4, year 5, and that's when Slender Man was kind of popping off with like everyone's playing the Slender Man game. But there was one called the Slender Man documentary. When the documentary about the Slender Man came out, that traumatized me till this day, in a sense. Because that's why, like, if you watch the new Slender Man movie, that's pure jokes. It's just a ring. It's like what your finger would look like after. Looks like your finger being wrinkled after putting it in water after doing a bath. That's what his face fucking looked like. But when I used to work for the newspaper agency that I used to work for, when I had to do deliveries with my grandfather, and we had to go to different, we had to do a lot of shit. And when I was delivering, It was around 5 in the morning and it was dark. And you know those big spider? I don't know what are those called? Those what do you call those clotheslines that look like a big spiderweb umbrella thing? It's like really spread out. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like a big.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They had a name for
My brain instantly thought that was Slenderman. It just created an image of Slenderman.
Oh.
And I freaked out. I fucking yelped and I ran off. And I was listening to fucking Eminem in my fucking ears. And the shit that the darkness does to your brain when you're a person that's pretty skeptical about that shit, it's scary. Yeah, sorry, Jim.
When I was a young child, and when I lived at my nan's house, fully dark, pitch black, I hated it. Unless I was like from the ages of 5 to 11, I hated like the darkness of my nan's house because it'd be so dark, and like they wouldn't leave like. With my room now, I sort of have, like a sort of just like this tiny light, just so when I get up, I don't step on anything. But yeah, there it'd just be complete black. The only thing that would make any sort of light is the microwave time, the clock.
Jesus God, holy God, that's scary.
But I remember my nan used to make no noise getting up, so she'd walk past my door, which I'd leave open.
Oh, why would you leave your door open?
Because that was the fucking rules.
Oh, I mean, fair play, yeah. But...
Oh, sometimes. Sometimes it was rules. Sometimes I could have a shot. Sometimes I couldn't. Yeah, she'd walk past, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, the fucking goblin!" And then it'd just be my nan. And other times, I used to, for some reason, I used to have this fucking I used to have these dreams as a kid. One of them, the main prominent one, I'll explain this so we can get on with it. The main prominent one I'd always have is I'd go to Donut King. I'd order a donut. Two men in suits would grab me, take me to the back, shove me in a box, and ship me to fucking Vietnam.
Oh, mate.
What the?
The disrespect with Vietnam.
Bro. Well, James, what's wrong with Vietnam? Being shipped to Vietnam?
Vietnam. It's just I wanted a fucking glazed Donut King donut, and I've been sent to fucking Vietnam
Bangladesh, mate.
As a fucking 6-year-old child.
I haven't had any extreme dreams like that, bro. Fuck.
So many weird dreams.
Okay, so what is that gonna do with? So that's just the dreams that you've had.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like a recurring dream. The last time I had that was last month.
But you're not 6. Wait, are you still embodied as a 6-year-old, or your form now?
No, I'm embodied as a 6-year-old.
That is so strange.
It is strange, but that's why it's weird.
Because you wonder like how you dream. It's usually because I thought it's usually the things that you think before you sleep, or the things that you've been thinking daily. But I could imagine you thinking about that on a daily basis. But it's random.
No, I don't wake up.
I dream of people that I haven't seen since I left school. I've dreamed about people like, oh, why the fuck is this chick in my fucking dream while I'm like doing random shit? It's just.
Why is a chick from the KFC ad in my dream?
You're a cunt.
It was Red Rooster.
Red Rooster. So yeah, get owned, bitch. Get owned, bitch. Nah, I don't know, because I'm still kind of afraid of the dark. A little bit, just a little bit. But that's why I always got my phone near me. Like I've always still got that. That's the problem with my eyes, is that when I picture things in the dark, your eyes and your brain are trying to create an image, and usually for me, it's creating scary shit. Like I've played all these stuff. Playing all the scary games doesn't help for my being scared of the dark and shit, you know. And fuck, man. Anytime there's a coat on, I can't have a coat sling down. What do you think I was gonna say? Cock.
Man, I just pictured that one time Hans was reading in public, like in front of the class, but he stuttered too many times and started crying.
Oh, what, Hans?
Yeah. Poor fella. Anyway.
Poor fella. Nah, God bless his soul. Love the kid.
Yeah.
No, I just can't have anything propped up in a corner because it creates an image of a something that scares me, a something that scares me, something that scares me. Fuck, I can't speak English. But for you, Khan, do you still have those childhood fears? Would you say, like, where you overthink things, like the darkness and stuff? Like, I would happily walk by myself at home, but there's always that like that sixth sense that you feel like you're being watched, and that fucking scares the living fuck out of me. Even when I'm home alone, I'm 19 years of age. I love being home alone,
Yeah.
but there's always like that. Wait, what's that noise? But sometimes
Hold on, can I say something?
I have a. Okay, yeah, go ahead, Jim.
So to interrupt,
No,
because I know Khan was about to fucking start speaking.
no, get on with it then.
But whenever I'm fucking home alone,
Yeah.
I get really fucking scared, and I don't usually do this, but like when people are here, but like if I'm alone for like the weekend, I'll keep my fucking metal baseball bat inside just in case someone tries to fucking
Yeah, fair play.
storm the house.
Oh, you have to. You have
Yeah,
to. That's
I have a
standard.
I have a 2x4 as well, right next to me,
And-
it's for the bed.
I have a fucking there's a latch on my door.
Oh really?
Like a
Damn,
lock, so
lucky
I keep
you, bro.
that
I have
like with
Really?
the extra lock. So there's like 2 locks on my door, and like I'll hear like my cat like run down the hall, and I'll be like, but I won't hear it properly. So I'll think it's like someone trying to like break into the house. So like I'll walk around being like,
scary,
if
man.
someone's here, you better get out.
Yeah.
And that's how nervous I sound, by the way.
I'm usually, I never like get frightened. I usually get aggressive and stuff, but I overthink too much and stuff. But I have 3 entries to my room. I have a sliding door that reaches the outside backyard. I have the middle door that reaches to my pop's lounge room where his TV is, and the other one is over to the master bedroom that leads to the master bedroom hallway that has the beds for my grandparents. There's 3 entries to my room. None have locks. But you know, if anyone, and my bed's right next to my sliding door. I have 2 sliding doors. One's a glass for winter. One's a screen door when it's hot. So I have at least a bit of protection there because it's so old you can hear it move. But I have a 2x4 that's left here from repairing my old fucking bed, and I have it under, just about under. It's in reach arm length level, and I grab it and I get ready. I'm still skeptical like that. In my old room I used to have a tennis racket ready. I really did. And shit's fucked up, man. Seriously, because this house is old. My grandparents had this house for what, 50 years, and sometimes my fridge makes noises. And I have a fridge in my room, and my fridge makes some skeptical fucking noises, and I always go over there, and I thought some cunt's rustling, try to take a coke or something out of it, and it's scary. I keep on thinking the worst case scenario every time. It's just makes me uncomfortable. Khan, what about you? What about you, Khan? Before we end this, yeah, what do you think, Khan? What do you got?
Most of my stuff is pretty standard. Like, I'm sure a lot of people can relate if I said things like, well, the most common I would say is like heights, right? Like an extreme, like you're just so high up in the air where if you make one mistake, it's over. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of people don't understand the fear of heights because they say, oh, being high up is so scary. I don't think it's the fact that you're up so high. I think it's just acknowledging that death is so near and it's a threat you can see.
Yeah,
like you can picture yourself.
that's exactly it. Everyone's like,
yeah, what are you, fucking pussy?
Yeah, it's just like, oh, you don't want to scale this mountain,
Bro.
It's like I'd happily scale this mountain with like fucking very good equipment. I won't scale this mountain
without
with fuck all.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
It's
do
like
that.
James, think of the picture of where we took a picture with the boys, and think of those railings, and those were completely removed. Imagine how you can look down. One slight sludge, one slight shove or a push, you're fucking dead. You're in the bottom, or you might survive. You never know.
I fucking hate that.
But that
I'd hate
scares me.
standing near an edge.
Yeah, exactly.
And someone would grab you and go, "Ooh,
No, but-
Edison used to do that, and I used to hate him for it."
Yeah, but James, you see places like people go to cliffs, mountains, and stuff, and they see on the edge like, oh, that's a nice scenery to take a photo
The
to.
only way I'd look down is if I laid like flat on my stomach and just peeked my head over.
Yeah,
That's
but you got people fucking.
I wouldn't like stand up.
Standing up on the core, like the very edge of the pointy part of the
I
fucking
hate
slab,
that shit. It makes me
and people like, okay, cool, you took it. This is for a photo. Imagine fucking dying for taking a photo. That's what scares me. Because one step, see, this is kind of making me think about this. One step and you're fucking dead. That's the scariest part as well. That's what people actually overlook when it comes to heights. Like, I'm scared of being high up, but I'm also scared like oh, I'm a little bit shaky. I fall off, you know.
Yeah.
But what about you, kind of like when it comes to yeah, I know you talked about the heights, but what about like feeling watched? If you're home alone, I mean, you're probably happy when you're home alone because you don't have to
Oh
worry
man,
about
I'm
it.
so glad when I'm home alone. I feel
But
safest
but
when I'm
like
home alone. Actually,
when you watch something scary or like maybe you have like a sixth sense that you feel like you're being watched, anything really, anything in that caliber in a sense.
when it relates to other people, not really. Usually, it's just things that are
Because you know you'll take
related
them
to
down.
the
You'll take them
environment.
down. You'll take them down easy.
Oh, regardless whether if I could or not, the fear isn't there.
Okay, alright, that's good. I mean, that's good that you have that mentality and composure. Because I wish I had that. Because I'm not. I'm really aggressive. Like, say, oh, someone's actually in my house, I'm gonna fucking bash him. But just the thought of it, and I read a lot of scary shit. It scares the fuck out of me to the core. And you know.
Can
Yeah.
I say one more fear before we move on?
All right, we're gonna finish this after this. All right. So yeah, go ahead. Last thought.
I used to have this fear. So, at my grandparents' house, there's a granny flat down the back,
Yeah.
and that's where I used to play video games as
Oh
a child.
god.
And whenever I was home alone inside the thing, I used to have this fear that Hulk, like the big green man Hulk, would come to the door and beat the shit out of me. I don't know why. I always had this fear of Hulk where he'd come to the door, rip it open, charge me, and I was a little fat 6-year-old boy, so like I had no fucking way to defend myself. Hulk would just come in, beat the shit out of me, and kill me violently.
I think when you look at Hulk, he's not that scary, but like if you actually think about it, of someone,
But like
at
if
the
he
day,
was
yeah,
aggressive towards you, you'd
yeah,
he
you have a
could
slight
be
chance.
scary.
You'll be the biggest bodybuilder. You're still gonna be fucking crushed by that
You'd be
green motherfucker.
crushed.
Yeah, I never thought
Because
of
you'd
that.
be like, oh, he'd run
Wow,
at you, and then
James.
he'd stomp you with his fucking
I
big
feel like
toes.
I feel like you'll kick his ass. It's alright. But is that it?
I used to hate those kids that used to be like, my dad could beat up Godzilla. I knew like 5 kids like that. I fucking hated that shit. It's like, shut up.
I mean, it's cool. In a way, it makes the kids think their dads are heroes. I mean, that's the whole point, right? So,
Yeah,
but when you
it's
think
so-
about it, it's fucking
like
stupid.
Godzilla?
Like,
Yeah,
oh
like
my,
Godzilla's pretty big.
like oh my dad. I doubt anyone said this, but oh my dad can take down the Slender Man. That's not how Slender Man works. So yeah, is that all, boys? For tonight?
Yeah, that's
it.
Well, what's the last
Oh,
topic? You said there's
Wait,
gonna be
I'll
another
just
topic.
No, that's
I'll
it.
just say
That's it. You guys can end it off for me. But no, I thought I'd add one more, but nah, that's it. That's perfectly.
I'll say
Add
this
one more.
for
No,
everyone
no, no.
watching.
To end it. Yeah, go ahead, go.
A good movie to watch called Collateral, starring Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. I'll just throw that out there because it's actually a good film.
You love.
A good movie to watch. Fred 2, Night of the Living Fred.
Oh yeah,
it's a really good watch.
those are good movies.
And then Fred 3, Camp Fred.
Yep.
And even the first Fred movie, it's actually really good. All 3 star John Cena as Fred's dad.
Recommending movies here. I'll recommend the movie.
They switch
Jesus
actors out a
Christ,
lot,
fucking
and it's
hell.
not good. It's not consistent. It's a bit shit.
Yeah.
Lucas Cruikshank got robbed at the Oscars, I think, for his performances.
Kids
as Fred.
Awards, not the awards. Shut up,
No, it is
James.
the Oscars. He should have gotten an Oscar for that.
James, shut up. If I had to recommend a movie, Brokeback Mountain or Bruno, those are 2 good movies. I know James would like them, but
Why would I like them, man?
I don't know, man.
Why would I like them, man?
You guys
I
can,
just like the Western theme.
yeah, you like the Western theme and like the very, and you like, no, I'm
Oh,
talking about Brokeback
the
Mountain.
other
But the Bruno, Sacha Baron Cohen, you like it because of the actor, you know, that specific movie he's made.
Right.
Yeah. All right, well, you can end it off then, you boys. What are you gonna
Right,
say?
everyone,
End it off.
thank you for attending the 5th anniversary of Pittman's podcast.
5th anniversary. Oh my god.
Now, isn't like when was your first podcast?
2019. 2019 in February, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
That's what it is. Yeah.
it's only 2 years.
Yeah. It feels like it should be longer, but yeah, it's still 2 years. Yeah.
Dude, it feels way like that. Fuck.
No,
2 years.
before we get fucking sidetracked, for you to talk about how long it is.
2 years
End it
ago.
off.
2 years ago. That's
Oh,
when.
God.
That's basically when we met Matthew. That's
Yeah,
that's
no, it's been 4 or 5 years, you old piece of shit. Alright, can't end it off for us. You know how to end it off.
yeah, can't end it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, never has there been a better time to end up a Pitman's podcast right now. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
You can listen to the iHeartRadio app.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Everywhere you get your podcasts.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
if there's
only
anyone out there you
YouTube.
want to say hello to, just go say it, man. Take every opportunity you can.
Yeah,
Thank
respect. Okay.
Also, follow my Twitch, Fathead Brown.
Nah,
You
never
won't
mind.
be
Okay, catch you guys later. Yeah, nah.
You
Plug
won't be
it.
disappointed, please.
Yeah, check out James's
Yeah, check out my
Twitch channel. Oh, YouTube as well, but mainly
I bought
Twitch.
all 3 Kingdom Hearts games for $39. I'm gonna be streaming them. I
When,
don't
James?
know if I'll
When?
enjoy them or not. I'll stream Kingdom Hearts 1 on either tomorrow or Saturday.
Nah, I don't give a fuck. Alright, catch you guys later. Bye bye.